Yo, what's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? Beezy baby, Beezy baby. What's up with y'all? King Car, see y'all. Shout out to all the Mod Squad, man. Make sure y'all follow my riches. Shout out to everybody on here tonight, man. We got some good stories tonight, man. Hey, if I don't know the stories, make sure y'all up on some stories, man. I've been moving, been moving, man, to a bigger house, man. Thanks to y'all, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Reddit, wherever my face at, Vlad, DJ Academic. Shout out to the Moscow, everybody, man. So that's where I've been at, man. I ain't forget about y'all. I just been moving, man, to a better house. I'll give y'all a tour sometime this week, though. But we got the escapee, man. They got the escapee. The Massey guy. We got Memo back on no jumper. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. O Block 6, Lil Durk, everybody, man. So make sure y'all smash that like button, man. We're gonna have a good time. All right.
Real Mod Squad shit. Whole lot of Mod Squad shit. Shout out Trenches News, nigga. Shout out MC. Shout out Maybe Needy. Shout out Spot. Shout out Queen. Shout out B. Shout out Nene. And see, hit my phone like Black make us a song. I hear YouTube found the beat, now song. And see, you can go to her for the latest news. Like who told on who and who gave who the blues. Can't forget Queen Lotus, that's 126. Shorty smart as heck on how you thinking about shit. Now let's get on the BZ on the down south shit. Shorty real as hell, she gon' tell you about your shit. And she dropping videos, go subscribe to her shit. Sparks got the visuals of 99%. Made me out west, he a film mode nigga. Get that nigga rank a chick, I bet she feeling on that nigga. And shout out Savage Black, we gon' party on them niggas. Can't forget Nene, she catch bodies in the chat. It's that page finger real shit, shorty gon' check. She gon' come back to the chat, wipe his nosy out the chat. Yeah, Uncle Swipe and still be out to you niggas. You can call him Swipe or Jordan or whatever, say you nigga. And to the ones that left, we ain't worried about shit. But make sure you like the video before you dip. Real Mod Squad shit, yeah. Real Mod Squad shit, yeah. Real Mod Squad shit, yeah. Make sure you like the video before you dip. Real Mod Squad shit, yeah. Real Mod Squad shit, yeah. Real Mod Squad shit, yeah. Make sure you like the video before you dip.
Smash that like button, y'all. I'm about to transfer over, then I'm finna get back to y'all. What's up? What's up? What's up, y'all? What's up? Street Code in the building. Got Beezy baby, Tommy Sherman. What's up? Dustin Turner. What's up, y'all? What's up? Professor. Zach TV old classic balls. Actually break them down. Hey, yeah, I know Zach TV, man. I was in Zach TV before a lot of those guys even was in Zach TVs, man. I was in about 3 Zach TVs before all of them got up on them. I got FBG at Zach TV. I knew him. My brother knew him. My big brother. He got family out there. Where Zach and them from? Yeah, shout out to everybody on here. All right, y'all. So tonight, first story we talking about is the escapee from New Orleans. I know New Orleans, y'all hate when I report about y'all town, man. But guess what, man? He got caught, and somebody probably most likely gave him up. But if he was smart, I would have hired somebody that ain't on my list, that I never visited, turn me in, get the $50,000. Now you up in there, you got caught with for nothing. Ain't nobody getting the reward money. And now you finna hire the same people who you could have had turn you in for the reward money. They ain't finna send you shit. And he got a escape from the prison. That's like 7 years. That's like 7 years. I don't know how it is in New Orleans, but I know in Cook County or in prison, you get 7 years. You know, been missing you on live. Yeah, man. I'm gonna start going live. I just been moving, man. I just been moving. Hey, I want to say this to Florida, man. I just want to say this to all my Florida nights, man. Y'all got to change these laws with marijuana, man. Come on now. They talking about you got to be from Florida to buy some marijuana. What type of shit is that, man? Hey, I told y'all, man. Hey, you can have all the money in the world, man. Hey, a nigga will be hurt when you get denied. All the money you got, and you can't even buy no weed from the dispensary, man. On some real shit. Oh, we don't accept your state ID, you know. So I got to get a Florida ID now. Shit, it's all good though. I'm getting the medical card and all type of shit. The last dude went ghost. Oh, the last dude got some money, man. His family got some money. The last dude, Groves, whatever his name is, his family got some money. They say his family got lawsuits and shit. And then his mama got from the cop. His mama got killed by a cop, and they end up suing the city. So they got millions, man. They got money to run. At least he do. He got resources. All right, so I'm finna pull up this news article. Then I'm gonna get back to y'all. I miss y'all though, man. I miss y'all. Shout out to everybody, man. I hope y'all been following my mods, man. When I ain't online, follow my mods. Don't follow nobody else on everything. I ain't vouching for nobody. Follow my mods, my wrenches. Support them. Somebody got some content or something. Fuck these suckers, these other suckers.
Been on the run. He was one of the 10 inmates who escaped from the Orleans Justice Center several weeks ago now. He and Derek Groves were the only two remaining still on the run. But this afternoon, we have learned at WWL Louisiana that Antoine Massey has been recaptured. We just got off the phone moments ago with the U.S. Marshal's Office. They confirmed to us here at WWL Louisiana that he is, in fact, back in custody, that he was taken back into custody in the Holly Grove neighborhood. And investigative reporter Mike Pearlstein is joining me on the set this afternoon. You just got off the phone with them. Tell me what else you know. This happened in Holly Grove, as I mentioned?
Right, in the 9400 block of Strolitz, not far from the Costco on the way to Metairie Road. This was all within the past hour, so this is very fresh news and information. Antoine Massey was found inside of a residence. He was alone. According to Brian Fair of the U.S. Marshal Service, he was captured without incident. In fact, he gave himself up once surrounded by law enforcement. This actually came from a Crime Stoppers tip, Katie. So we know that a $50,000 reward had been offered for some weeks now. They had been waiting on tips, in fact, pursuing some of them unsuccessfully until today. This tip panned out. Somebody will be collecting $50,000. It came through Crime Stoppers. Other agencies involved, the U.S. Marshals were kind of leading the search, but instrumental and at this residence were representatives of the New Orleans Police Department, Louisiana State Police, U.S. Marshals, of course, along with JPSO, not far from the Jefferson Parish border.
Yeah, it's right on the line.
They assisted. Obviously, they were taking, no chances or risks with these. This particular escaped inmate being considered potentially armed, potentially dangerous, but it ended peacefully. He's now back in custody. Obviously, he'll be facing a charge of escape in addition to the previous charges for which he was being held at the Orleans Justice Center of domestic violence that included rape.
Yes, absolutely. Now, this area that we were looking at on your screen, this is a map where that house is, where Antoine Massey, one of the Orleans Justice Center escapees, was taken back into custody. If you're just joining us, that happened just a few moments ago. This area is really not too far from Xavier University's campus, which may be a bit unnerving for some parents out out there who may be watching this to know that Antoine Massey was hiding out in a house right there, not that far from the Costco where a lot of people frequent. You know, hundreds, thousands of people go through that Costco every day. And apparently Antoine Massey did not get far when they escaped from the Orleans Justice Center,
and remember,
all 10 of them.
You know, it was kind of assumed in the case of Antoine Massey in particular that he may not have gone far. We saw that previously he posted a video of himself on social media that was identified as a house near the fairgrounds, which was promptly descended upon by the law enforcement agencies. He had not been there, so assumed that whenever he videotaped that, it was sometime earlier before he posted it. But that gave them an idea that he probably had not fled across state lines or anything further. What is interesting, we've seen in many of these other escapees, accomplices arrested, booked with accessory to the escape. Right now, no such other people known to be involved in helping him, assisting him. Nobody was at that house in that Holly Grove area when they descended upon it to make that arrest. He gave himself up peacefully. Now, of course, we'll see once they debrief Antoine Massey if he provides any additional information. He was considered, Katie, one of the masterminds
yes, I mean,
of
we learned
the
that.
escape.
We learned that, yes, through the fact that they've arrested several other people, and so that has given us a bit of a paper trail as we've continued to cover this.
And he's been perhaps the most visible by popping up on social media. There had been many tips generated about his whereabouts, including the one.
You telling me that this nigga broke out and went right down the street from the prison? These niggas stupid, bro. I ain't gonna lie, man. I ain't gonna lie, bro. It sounded like he was right up the road the whole time, man. Just waiting to get caught. Yeah, man. Hey, what type of nigga go live, though, when you on the run, though? Who the fuck gonna go live? You already know they finna subpoena. They ain't even finna subpoena, bro. Man, the feds could just call, bro. Hey, Instagram, we need this. We need all them text messages back tonight on everything. And they gonna send them to him in a whole file. You can't erase nothing, man. You can't erase nothing. You can't beat the GPS data by turning it on airplane mode, cutting it off, and all that shit. You getting caught. That's how Big U got caught. Big U turned his phone off and didn't realize that his tracker on his phone was still moving. You turned your phone off, and they know you turned your phone off. But your phone is still tracking. I'm live I live up the street. That's crazy.
Himself going on social media, they were able to pinpoint a house there. It's now almost 6 weeks since that escape. It is really considered remarkable that Massey up until today and Derek Rose, the other escapees still at large, managed to stay out for so long with such a large reward being offered.
Apparently one tip is all it took.
That's right. And, that is always the kind of mystery of being a fugitive. How many people know of the whereabouts? Yes. Who did he trust? Well, apparently, I don't know if it was him letting his guard down or somebody deciding $50,000 was just too tempting to pass up. But it was, in fact, a Crime Stoppers tip. And Brian Fair, the spokesman for the U.S. Marshal Service, said that reward will be collected by the tipster. Yeah,
well, obviously there's still a $50,000 reward for information out for Derek Groves. He's considered the other mastermind behind this operation. We do know that Groves had an ex-girlfriend who was actually an employee at the jail, correct?
Right. She was a guard.
And, she was a guard at one point, has since been fired. However, that's the only person that we've known with ties to Groves. Now, if he and Massey were the two who coordinated this escape, there are going to be a lot of questions, asked and hopefully answered by Massey now that he's in custody.
And certainly the more that time passed from that May 16th escape, the more the law enforcement was operating on the theory that the escaped inmates had gone their separate ways. They were no longer, say, together in hiding. The last pair were the two arrested in Texas. They got the furthest of anyone we know so far, and they were together in a car, arrested by authorities in Texas. But everyone else had been arrested separately. Generally, if you're going to cover your tracks and remain in hiding, the fewer people that know, the better.
Sure.
Acting in concert with another person could also
He's touting yet another inmate captured this afternoon.
9 inmates now in police custody. Only 1 remains at large. Antoine Massey captured today at a home in Holly Grove in the 17th Ward. And we have new details. The tip that led to this arrest called in directly to Sheriff Susan Hudson around 10 o'clock this morning. She then alerted state police.
We have complete team coverage tonight at 6 with the latest from police, where this arrest went down and what's next for that lone.
Hey, I know he wasn't in a Holly Grove. What, Wayne? Is that what Wayne be rapping about? Holly Grove? That nigga done went to the motherfucking trenches, man. That nigga, he a dumb motherfucker. Man, the hype probably gave him up. He probably was sending the hype to the store to go and get him some Zuzus and Wham Whams, and the motherfucker hype told on his ass. The hype, oh man, this dude 50,000. A motherfucker probably ran to the hype. The hype probably heard like, man, they looking for bruh. They got 50,000. He just changed a straight hype life on everything. That nigga in Holly Grove, man. Holly Grove, the way Wayne rap about it, don't sound like a place you need to be hiding out at.
Inmates still on the run. First up, Jasmine Franklin with the latest from an NOPD press conference that ended moments ago. Jasmine.
Yeah, Travers and Gina, that press conference ended just seconds ago, and NOPD and other city leaders gave more insight into the arrest of Antoine Massey. We know he was captured and taken back into custody earlier this afternoon around 3:30 p.m. in Holly Grove. But we also learned that the Orleans Parish Sheriff Susan Hudson received a tip this morning around 10 a.m. from a resident regarding a spotting of Massey at a home in Holly Grove. So Sheriff Susan Hudson got a tip from a resident, and this anonymous tip led to Massey's arrest. Multiple law enforcement agencies surrounded the home in Holly Grove, and by 3:30 p.m., Massey peacefully surrendered to police. So giving you that timeline again, this started around 10 a.m. this morning when Sheriff Susan Hudson got a tip, and by 3:30 p.m., Massey peacefully surrendered to police. Now, the U.S. Marshal's Office says Massey's arrest was a joint effort between multiple law enforcement agencies, including the Orleans Parish Sheriff's Office, Jefferson Parish Sheriff's Office, State Police, U.S. Marshals, and NOPD. State Police said in their press conference this evening, Massey will be flown to Angola, and that is where he'll be held in custody. Crime Stoppers tells us they have received thousands of tips about the escaped inmates. Crime Stoppers also saying they have received tips on all 10 of the escaped inmates. And Superintendent Kirkpatrick shares how the tip today led to the arrest of Antoine Massey.
It is the sheriff herself who got the tip from a citizen, and that alone speaks volumes to her legitimacy of relationships that matter. So when the community believes and trusts their police departments and their law enforcement agencies, they work cooperatively.
And we will hear from Sheriff Susan Hudson in just a few moments, a little bit later on in our newscast. But Superintendent Kirkpatrick also spoke during that press conference, as you heard there, and she, along with NOPD, are asking Derek Groves to turn himself in. They say continued law enforcement efforts across our area will continue until they find inmate Derek Groves, who is now the final inmate that is still on the run. We're now reporting live in New Orleans. Jasmine Franklin, WDSU News.
And let's continue our live team coverage of Massey's capture.
That's right. He was caught this afternoon along Strolitz in the Holly Grove area. That's where we find reporter Jonah Gilmore. Jonah, what are neighbors saying?
Well, Gina Travers, neighbors who have been out here just watching this home since we've been here about 4 o'clock, tell me that this appeared to be a well thought out operation, saying that it was massive, put together, organized, and it was very swift, saying it took no time for that law enforcement presence to swarm their street and then leave the area. I want to show you some video we obtained that we were able to get this video. What you're looking at is the moment neighbors heard a lot of commotion and came outside to see several law enforcement agents in plain clothes, unmarked vehicles with tinted windows and several guns drawn. The homeowner tells me she received a call alerting her of what was taking place on her property, but she had no idea that it was Antoine Massey, the man who escaped from the Orleans Parish Prison 6 weeks to date. That woman says only one of the units have a tenant occupying it, and it's unclear if that tenant was home at the time. She and others who live in this area called it shocking to know Massey was hiding just feet away. More importantly, surprised that he was still here in the city of New Orleans after a month on the run. The homeowner says her next step is to speak with police as she tries to piece together how he was able to get on her property and get into the home.
I'm frustrated too. I don't know what's happening. They say this is going on, and I get here and I don't even see a cop. So, it's a pretty quiet neighborhood. It's kind of shocking, but hey, things like this happen. We just have to, kind of.
And just for a little perspective here at Holly Grove, this is about a little over a mile away from the Orleans Parish Justice Center. So it's not that far when you think about the proximity of where we are right now. So many people in this neighborhood still, expressing that shock to know that this actually took place on their street. The property owner did tell me that her son was actually here earlier this morning. He was mowing the lawn and he was talking to neighbors and he left the property. What's unclear right now, when we got here, the gate was actually open to the driveway, so it's unclear if that gate was left open and maybe
The son got that motherfucking money. The son was cutting that grass, knocked on the door. Mason came out, thought he was cool. What up, gang? Yeah, man. I just been laying low. He got finished cutting that grass. His ass called the motherfucking mayor. He called the captain. That's crazy, man. This nigga went right up the street. He been out for a month, bro. He could have been in Idaho. He could have been anywhere. But only thing fucked up about him, he got them tattoos on his face, bro. You caught. You can go anywhere in the world, bro. That's him. He got chest pieces on his face. That's why I be telling niggas, man, y'all getting all them damn tattoos. Only thing you doing is identifying yourself. Cause when they put when they say you on the run or you caught a murder case, guess what they gonna say? He got a tattoo on his elbow. He got this on his neck, on the left side, under his ear. He got a tattoo. They gonna explain it all of it.
Massey may have saw an opportunity to get on the property. It's not clear right now how long he was actually here on the property. I know we had Jasmine said earlier that it was actually the Sheriff Susan Hussey who received the tip and called it in, but a lot of details and a lot of unknowns right now that we're still trying to piece together. We will be out here speaking with residents and bringing you more on air and online. Reporting live in Holly Grove, Jonah Gilmore, WDSU.
God damn, they got the reward money. Shit. Damn, I thought that nigga was coming where we at.
I'm going to have the sheriff at the end speak to the event because it is the sheriff herself who got the tip from a citizen, and that alone speaks volumes to her legitimacy of relationships that matter. So when the community believes and trusts their police departments and their law enforcement agencies, they work cooperatively. And so she will speak directly to that situation. I want to thank all of our partners who are present because truly they were all out there as a team. So from ATF to FBI to our own police department, our violent offender warrant squad, our own violent crimes team that is a specialty team that we call VCATE, our of course, our partners in the state police, are obviously our partners with the sheriff and the Orleans.
Man, that motherfucker went right down the street from the jail, man. He ain't even got no stories to tell. Man, I was doing this and I was doing that. Man, your ass in the crib looking out the window like a crackhead. That's all he was doing, moving house to house like a crackhead, bro. I would have told, man, I would have took somebody, hey, look, stole somebody and gone. That nigga went to the trenches. Somebody in the trenches got them a 50 ball. Somebody got them a 50 ball. All right, y'all, man. That's enough on Massey, man. He caught, man. That's the end of it. Oh, we gotta watch this. This shit crazy right here. This is crazy right here. Hey, I'm gonna do a couple of news stories. We're gonna talk about BG Lil Pat. He on DJU. Gotta hear what he gotta say. He shouldn't be talking about on folks now or none of that. You got hit over your motherfucking head. You need Jesus. You need to be talking about going to church now. You hear me? You get bust over your head or like that and shit by some guys, bro. Hey, that's just God telling you, man. You was one step closer to coming upstairs with him, man. Just go ahead and fall out, man. We don't want to hear you whoop. You got whooped with the mayonnaise bottle, ketchup bottle, mustard bottle. Them niggas had some mound sauce in the projects. They fucked him up. But we're gonna talk about BG Lil Pat too. Cause he on DJU. He needed that $500 to buy him a gun, huh? Hey DJU, don't be giving them no money to buy guns with. Hell no.
Our top story at 4, new details coming out about a deadly shooting at Douglas Park. One of the teenage victims identified as a relative of Laquan McDonald. Police sources tell us the suspect is a Chicago Park District employee who had been working as a lifeguard.
There are questions now about what led up to that confrontation. WGN's Angelica Sanchez is live at Grace Memorial Church, where family and friends of the teens were shot are gathering.
That's right. Good afternoon. We learned through Alderwoman Monique Scott that the alleged gunman in this case is still in police custody and again was a lifeguard at Douglas Park. She says Park District employees are not allowed to carry weapons on the job. While much is unknown about what led up to the shooting, she says nothing justifies this use of violence against kids. Alderwoman Scott joined the family of 14-year-old Jeremy Harrod today inside Grace Memorial Church. We learned the UIC prep sophomore is in the ICU of Stroger Hospital fighting for his life after being shot in the neck Thursday night. He was shot alongside a
Man. This world is weird than a motherfucker, man. He didn't pop shorty them because he thought they was gonna take his bike. You hear me? Y'all ain't hearing what I'm saying. Smash that like button. You ain't hear what I just said. I said he he shot one of the boys and killed him and shot the other one in the neck, thinking I thought they was gonna take my bike. That's crazy. And the gang members gonna be kicking it with the lifeguard. Watch in jail. We ain't gonna hear no stories about him getting beat.
second teen boy, 15 years old. He passed away from his injuries. Alderwoman Scott says the man in custody is in his 50s and a Chicago Park District employee. WGN has learned the shooting was caught on video and showed the man working on his bike just before opening fire. Meantime, the Chicago Sun-Times is reporting that an initial police report says the lifeguard told officers he felt he was being attacked. WGN Investigate spoke with a person who knows the lifeguard who said he would not do something like this unprovoked. But again, today a press conference here inside Grace Memorial Church is calling on the Cook County State's attorney to file charges against him.
I don't know the situation. I do know that it was an employee of the Chicago Park District, a lifeguard. We don't know the circumstances behind it, but I can say that this is a heinous crime that happened to a 14 and a 15-year-old.
There is absolutely no justification to shoot a child in the back anywhere, let alone a public pool and park.
Now, in a statement earlier today, the Chicago Park District says that they have closed down the Douglas Park pool out of respect for what happened, that they are providing resources for staff and members of the community. People will see an increased security and police presence at Douglas Park today. City leaders do say that this was an isolated incident and insist that the park is safe for families in the community.
Hey, man, that motherfucker Huffy, man, he had the fix on it, man. That motherfucker was a broke down bike, man. Shorty them just got killed for a fucking bike, man. That's crazy, bro. Condolences to them. Condolences to the one little boy. Condolences to the other one fighting for his life. That ain't even worth going to jail for. A bike. What you in here for, bro? I killed 2 kids for a bike. Over a fucking bike, man. Not no car. Not none of that. A bike. That's crazy. Hey, but it's the principle. But nah, bro, you don't kill nobody over no bike. Speaking of that, though, smash that like button.
Right now, a 29-year-old man is behind bars accused of killing his uncle over a pastry. So this is the breaking news at 11 Alive, first brought to you last Thursday when DeKalb County Police swarmed a home on Loveless Drive in Ellenwood. Now, a new arrest report shows that Michael Crowley shot his uncle, 48-year-old Roderick Crowley, because he ate his honey bun.
Hey, the uncle already was dead, man. Look at them niggas' eyes. Look at that nigga eye, man. His eyes bow-legged, man. That motherfucker look like he fighting demons, man. On some real, you don't fuck with no nigga who eyes like that, no honey bun. I ain't gonna lie, but a honey bun, that's wild. He killed his uncle, bro. His uncle. He killed his uncle, man. And he had the honey bun in the refrigerator, marinating. Hey, you can't make this shit up, man. This shit real life.
Right now, a 29-year-old man is behind bars accused of killing his uncle over a pastry. So this is the breaking news at 11 Alive, first brought to you last Thursday when DeKalb County Police swarmed a home on Loveless Drive in Ellenwood. Now, a new arrest report shows that Michael Crowley shot his uncle, 48-year-old Roderick Crowley, because he ate his honey bun. The warrant says that Michael called 911 and told police what he did. When officers got there, they say they found him in the woods nearby and took him into custody, charging him with malice murder.
Hold on, man. Hold on one more time. Not only did he kill his uncle over a honey bun, he called the police and told them that he killed him over a honey bun. Now, I done seen some motherfuckers get into some serious shit over they shit. Like, I done seen the nigga, but ain't nobody died. But a motherfucker was like, came in a trap. Man, bro, who just ate my 2 noodles and my chips? Scud ate your shit. Bro, you ate my shit, man. Going about my shit. Man, I ain't going about you nothing, man. I told you, man, my bad. You know, then they got into a fight about it over some noodles, some picante noodles, and everything, and some chips. Motherfuckers in the trap, like, for real. And some people don't play about they shit, though, man. Some people, they don't give a fuck if it was a quarter, bro. It shouldn't be missing from where they put that cord at. But with them eyes that he got, I wouldn't even fuck with him. He looked like a menace to society. Look at his eyes, man. He looking straight at us, but looking sideways. Look at them eyes, man. Him eyeballs is bow-legged. That nigga eyeballs bow-legged, man. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Look at his eyes, man. Hey, he off the back. Hey, look, he definitely failing a motherfucking DUI test. Soon the police put the light up to his eye, his face, and then move this way. He failed already. They don't even know that's his eyeballs though. He failed. He looking all tight. He look like he drunk right now. God damn, over a honey bun. Bro, you finna eat a lot of honey buns, bro. You finna eat a lot of honey buns in jail. For real, you finna eat a lot of them motherfuckers. Peanut butter on them, peanut butter and jelly on them, all type of shit. Mixing peanut butter with peanut honey buns, making a cake out of with Snicker bars and oatmeal cream pies and all type of shit, man. You gonna have a lot of time to think about a motherfucking honey bun. That's crazy, man. Yeah, he got that Bernie Mac mug. Hell no, man. This shit crazy though, man. Hey, look, hug your people though, for real. Hug your family, hug your kids, hug everybody, man. Cause you don't never know. This world is weird as hell. It was this kid. Hold on, I'm gonna go to it. I can't say it. I'm gonna go to it. Um, I'm just going through shit because I've been gone offline. So shit just been crazy though, bro.
Tonight, the heartbreaking story of a teenager who went to the park in the Bronx for some fun and ended up dead. 17-year-old Daryl Harris went for a water gun fight in the heat last night, but someone brought a real gun and shot him and killed him. We talked to his mother today about her loss. Here's Eyewitness News reporter Anthony Carlo.
It's what summer should sound like in the Bronx. But as many parents gleefully walk their child home from graduation, there are some who can't. Kelly Lewis is on her way to make funeral arrangements for her son.
He didn't have no problems with nobody. He was a quiet child. He didn't really go outside. So that's the more shocking part of it.
But on a sweltering Tuesday evening in June, Miss Lewis says her 17-year-old son, Daryl Harris, the homebody, asked to go out to Starlight Park. She didn't think anything of it.
He told me he was going to the park because his friend was having a water gun fight.
Police say someone brought a real gun to that water gun fight. And when Daryl told them to stop squirting him with water, they shot him with bullets in the head and in the arm. It happened just after 8 o'clock, and shortly after, Daryl called his mom.
He said, I'll be home at 9 o'clock. I said, all right, make sure it's 9 o'clock.
Niggas just killing people, bro. Ain't even worth it, bro. And your ass finna get caught in New York. I don't even know what you thinking. They got cameras in the bush in the park. I don't even know. You know, it's just crazy, man. That's why I tell y'all, hug y'all kids, love y'all kids, instilling y'all kids that they don't need no friends. That's what the motherfuckers need to be instilling in these kids. You don't need no motherfucking friends. That's why you make brothers and sisters and all that, because you don't need no motherfuckers, man. On everything. If you ain't cool with your siblings, then you a fucked up individual. I don't give a fuck what you do in life. If you can't call your siblings right now, besides if they dead or you just don't know them, and talk to your brother them and sister them, like, you know, like, man, bro, it's a fucked up world though, man. Troy lost his life over a water gun fight. I don't want to be scared. Hey, look, I swear to God, bro, I understand what he's saying too, because I done seen situations with a water shit. A motherfucker outside fresh, and they don't want to be wet. They fresh. The block throwing water balloons and all type of shit. And then a motherfucker who fresh get hit with a water balloon. Now he ready to shoot people. You hear me? Now he up in his gun. Let a motherfucker throw a water balloon at me again. You hear me? Like, I done seen them type of situations. But for a motherfucker to tell you they don't want to get wet and then you pull out a real gun and off them, like, and you finna get caught. And you ain't even finna be out for a week on everything in New York. Like for real, New York don't play that shit. I done seen a lot of cases in towns, bro, but New York, they bringing they killers to justice, bro. They bringing motherfuckers in. They taking motherfuckers out them project buildings about a 50 on everything. They ain't playing in New York, bro. But yeah, this condolences to the 17-year-old, man, and his mom. Condolences to his mom.
And that was the last words you said.
Yes.
They say a parent should never have to bury their child. Miss Lewis has had to bury two. Her oldest son, Jamal Hunter, was killed in a shooting in the Bronx in 2021. Miss Lewis might seem strong, but she's also numb.
It is kind of rough. They lost one sibling, now they just lost another one. So it takes a toll on the whole family. And that's what these kids don't realize when they pick up these weapons.
Bring some boxing gloves up.
Hey, you don't
if
like
kids
each
got
other?
a problem with each other, y'all don't like each other, fight it out. Instead of this group getting mad and then this group, everybody egging it on, and it turns more to what it, it shouldn't be.
Daryl was supposed to be heading into senior year of high school. Miss Lewis says she's still awaiting more detail on the motive behind her youngest son's killing, as this is still a very active and troubling investigation. In Soundview, Anthony Carlo, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
Hey, yeah, I respect California. Shout out to everybody from Cali, man. Hey, that's one thing I respect about Cali, man. You know, you got some people be woofing about the squabble though, like Brick Baby. Brick Baby a woofing motherfucker. He ain't squabbling nobody. He would just be on that bitch just talking Brick Baby on everything. But besides Brick Baby and a couple of more of them motherfuckers, hey, California, they gonna tell you off the back squabble. Anytime you go somewhere, you already look, it's one thing that I'm already in jail and I gotta pay for a lawyer, I gotta try to bond up out of here, or I'm going to prison. I gotta fight every day, like hell no. Hell motherfucking no. I never go to jail in California. For real. You gotta fight just to be fighting, bro. On everything, just to be fighting a motherfucker. Hey, cuz, hey, you got to squabble back to back to back to back to back. Like, hell no. Fuck all that shit. No motherfucker finna be body punching for no reason and all that shit. Hell no. You fight when you got a reason, nigga. You don't just be up in that bitch just to be fighting. A Friday is gladiator school. Like, hell no. That weak ass shit out of here. But I respect them though. I'd rather you fight than you kill somebody, bro. Than a motherfucker gotta die behind something that you could have just got your ass whooped. You know? Cause you can't come back to this earth once you pull that trigger, man. Once a nigga pull the trigger, you can't say sorry. You can't say my bad. And when I bring this shit up, I always bring Taekwon Tyler name up because it's some weird ass gang members from Gyro City who be talking about free Nate ABM. Nate don't even fuck with y'all. He was sending y'all off the niggas who saying free him, but he killed Taekwon. You know what I'm talking about? Thinking that he was gonna kill Brick. And these motherfuckers say, rest in peace to Taekwon, but free Nate. Like, y'all weird as hell, bro. And if they mama hanging with y'all ass, you know what I'm talking about? Like, she bogus too. She bogus for even allowing y'all to be around and y'all saying, it's basically saying, fuck, hey, I know he killed him, but hey, my bad. He ain't mean to kill him. He was trying to hit Brick all along. You hear me? Like, for real, some punk ass shit. Niggas just be want to be in the mix, friends with niggas. All right, y'all. I need y'all to smash that like button. We finna go over to BG Lil Pat. The guy who got beat up by 7-5 said, well, he ain't get beat up, man. He ain't get beat up. He got tortured. Yeah, you trying to make a spread and they talking about squabble. You on the phone with your girl, they talking about, hey, dude in the cell talking about he got smoke with you. Go ahead and squabble. Man, get your ass out of here. I'll be walking around California jails with 8 knives on everything. They'll be calling me the motherfucking knifer. But I respect California though. They fighting though. They fighting. That's one fighting ass state. All right, we finna go to BG Lil Pat, man. DJU. Shout out DJU, man. Hey y'all, once again, I let the ads play when I'm playing. Yeah, I could pay to stop the ads, but when I'm watching people content, hey, I support them. Like I'd rather you go ahead and get your money off of it. You hear me? Go ahead and run your ads. I'm watching your ads. We watching your video. That make your shit go up. You hear me? Then clicking off their ass. Like, what type of shit is that? You watching my video and then I told academics that shit. Academics watching my video, but then he clicking off the ad. Like, nah, brother, you already rich. Hey, look, watch that motherfucking ad, bro. On everything. Watch that motherfucking ad. I told academics. That's some whole ass shit to be skipping over my ass, brother. But you doing my content. Yeah, you don't get paid if they use ad blocker. They don't get paid. You just using their content. I don't do that, bro. I want everybody to eat. Even the people who they might hate me. Hey, but hey, look, that's how I catch my blessings. I want everybody to eat so I can catch my blessings. I ain't no evil ass motherfucker who wake up and looking to destroy a motherfucker on everything cause my life upside down. I ain't on that type of shit. God gonna destroy a motherfucker like that. They'll never have shit.
DJ, you go crazy.
DJ UTV, let them know who we got in the building.
Got BG Lil Pat.
BG Lil Pat, what you on, gang?
What you on?
Well, welcome to DJ UTV. It's definitely a blessing to have you. BG Lil Pat, I think we long overdue, brother.
For sure, for sure.
Boy, that ass whooping got him like he in a Disney club now. That nigga came with a Mickey Mouse hat on. That's what the grown man wearing out there now. They wearing Mickey Mouse hats and shit. Hey, the niggas, the new bitches. I ain't gonna lie, man. The niggas is the new bitches. You know why I say that? Not everybody. Now, if you a ninja on my channel, don't think I'm talking about everybody, but I'm talking about the majority. These niggas got bags like females. They pants tight like females. Like, hey, look, you see niggas in public. They girl got on tight pants. They got on tight pants tighter than they girls. They girls got a fucking purse. They got a bag. Like, come on, man. Like, it's crazy, bro. Like, they the new bitches. They wearing bonnets. They wearing bonnets, bro. Like, the gang members is wearing bonnets, bro. On some real shit. Ride through Chicago at 8 o'clock in the morning. They go into the store for they loose cigarettes and a ginger ale or a Sprite and one Swisher, one pack of Swisher. And there's 50 people on them 2 blunts. And they got on bonnets. Like, I gotta watch out for you being a killer and a bonnet. Like, I usually give you a pass. That nigga got on a bonnet. You know, he probably just like my cousin. You know what I'm talking about? He going sitting sideways, you know, both ways. But now I gotta watch out for the nigga with the bonnets. They killing motherfucker. You killing people and wearing a bonnet at the end of the day. You hear me? Like, for real, bro. It's getting wild out here, but we gonna watch Lil Pat.
Bet. Well, I want to start the interview by doing a mental health check. You know you just had a traumatic situation going on. Tell us how your mentality doing. How's your mental health?
Shit, I'm cool. Shit, I'm alive. Shit, I'm cool. Shit, that shit wasn't nothing.
That's what matters the most, right?
Oh, bro. Shit
We
wasn't
still here.
Yeah.
Well, let's take it from the top, BG Lil Pat. Let's get to know you, before we get into the shenanigans, man. Tell us where you from.
I'm from Cross-Western, and I'm from 43rd and King Drive. I'm from the low end, and I'm from Cross-Western. Oh, bro.
Them 2 totally different sides of the city, right? So how did you grow up, between both? Can you break that down for us?
I grew up on King Drive on 43rd. I was always going to school down that type shit. You know, my grandma on my daddy's side, she always had a crib down that type shit. But I was always Cross-Western at my other grandma crib on my mama's side. You get what I'm saying? So I was basically back and forth my whole life, literally my whole life. I was back and forth. So shit, I just adapted to them 2 hoods. Shit.
from granny crib to the other granny crib type shit, right?
Oh, bro.
So do you got any brothers or sisters?
Yeah, I got a lot of brothers and sisters.
And where do you fall within the bunch?
But I'm kind of the baby, but I got a couple siblings that's younger than me. I'm like in the middle type shit. I'm like in the middle.
Okay. And so your name, BG Lil Pat, can you break that down? Tell us how you came up with that name?
How I came up with it.
Or how you got the name?
It was just shit. I don't know, some hot shit or something. I don't know. Just came up with some rapping name shit. I don't know. Like, that's what I'm calling my rapping name shit. That's where it really came from, shit, rapping. But shit, the BG really stand for Bula Gang type shit, you know? So shit, I just put the BG in front of my name type shit.
So you Lil Pat like your pops, Big Pat?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
For sure. So around what age did you jump off the porch, bro, and start hanging out in the streets?
I could say like 2011, but like when shit really got serious, like 2016, 2017. Oh, bro.
Okay, cool. So who would you say like introduced you to the street life?
My uncles.
Your uncles?
Hell yeah. All my uncles. I was always with my uncles. My daddy was always in the streets and shit, you know, so I was always with them and shit.
So when I was doing my research, I was looking, you know, are you related to FBG Cash and FBG Young?
Yeah. Yeah, that's my cousins on my mama's side. Bro.
Okay. For sure that, man. So did y'all have a relationship like growing up?
Yeah, they stayed with us. They stayed with me at a point in time. Like growing up, we stayed in the same crib type shit growing up. For sure. Yeah.
Yeah,
we was always together
Young,
type
man.
shit. Like all the cousins and shit. They always had us together and shit.
Yeah.
Then like once we got older and shit, everybody just split up. Shit.
Right. Now I know you done had a few different situations, you know what I'm saying, within these past like couple years. I saw a situation with a chain, you know, and then obviously the most recent situation. So man, what's up, BG Lil Pat? What's been going on, man? You know, it's our first time meeting, you know, so I ain't even trying to troll or nothing like that because we don't know each other like that, you know. But you know, I just want to get your perspective on what's been going on with you.
Hey, DJ, you ain't shit, man. Man, you don't know none of them niggas on your couch and you trolling. DJ, you a motherfucker, man. Let's see it. Hey, smash that like button for me. E-Baby, what's up?
So I ain't gonna lie, we ain't gotta waste no time. We can get straight to what the fuck been going on, right? We saw a video of some niggas humiliating you. You know, I thank God you made it out. I thank God you still alive to tell us about it. But what happened, bro? Why was some niggas on that with you, Lil Pat?
That shit, in all actuality, for real, that shit was really like my fault though, for real. Like if we being honest, you know, like cause I really wasn't even supposed to be on that side of town, you know. I was really fronting my shit, tweaking high, moving too fast, loose as hell, fronting my move. But that's what happened though. That on my son, that's what happened in the streets though. Like when you out here playing that life and shit and that lifestyle on my son, that's what come with that shit. You playing out here and thinking this shit is joking. As soon as you put your guards down on my son, a motherfucker be on your ass, like. And that's why I fucked up that shit, tweaking, fronting my move, getting too comfortable, shit. That shit go.
So apparently there was already smoke between you and a group of men, or what?
Yeah, man. I guess it ain't that much smoke, shit.
Right. So when you say, I mean, I'm sure you done learned your lesson. So I guess what I want to ask now is shit. Okay, right. Let's just break the shit all the way down, Lil Pat. what did you go over there for in the beginning?
Look, look, all right, okay, look, this how it happened. Look, I'm with this little bitch. I ain't gonna expose her name or none of that shit. That don't even really matter who it was, none of that shit. With this little bitch shit, bam. Shit, you know the rest, shit. With these hoes, tweaking. With this little bitch. Got too comfortable with this little bitch. And, hey.
So basically the female backdoored you.
Know how this shit go, folks.
Damn, bro. Well, I'm glad you could tell us that, admit that, and share that with us because we be talking about street shit on DJU TV. You know that, you know. Yeah. And right now, I'm trying to get the viewers to know. I'm trying to get everybody to know, like, 98% of the street beef start over a female. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's 100% true, though. You right. That's true.
Yeah,
right.
and these young ladies be backdoor. You feel me? So I mean, so look. So when it's all said and done, right? You done survived. You done made it back home. I know you gotta get back on your mind. We ain't even gotta get to that. I know that adrenaline, right?
I ain't know none of that.
But like, how does it feel like knowing like, man, this bitch set me up?
How does it feel? Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like at first I was like, I'm like, damn, but I ain't gonna lie, I had to really sit back and think about it like, shit. You know how this shit go? On my OG, like, I put myself in that situation. No. If it weren't for me, they wouldn't have never been able to do that shit. You get what I'm saying? Like, that was me. I was wrong. Like, I'm bogus. Oh, bro, like, I take full accountability for that shit. Like, I was wrong, shit.
Yeah, I respect the accountability. So what made them get on that with you? I guess that's the part we missing. Like, what you do, BG, Lil Pat? What you say? What made them do all that?
Shit, we ops. You know how you catch your op, but everybody don't react the same shit, I guess, shit. Cause I'm a real face, you know? Like, if a motherfucker, like, if they would have did what they supposed to did, that shit'd still be getting talked about on all of vlogs right now. You get what I'm saying? Like, but like, niggas be out here playing and faking, like, niggas be wanting this clout shit more than this street shit for real, and that ain't how shit supposed to go. But I guess that's how this shit is now, shit.
Yes, I heard in the video.
Hey y'all, so let me catch y'all up real quick. So this BG Lil Pat, this FBG Cash cousin, FBG Young cousin, and all the rest of them motherfuckers who is family. He had let a girl he knew that was his op. The girl ain't really back down. A girl who from the Dearborns where 800 TJ them at, she got 800 on her body. She got rest in peace TJ on her. So for him to go over there to what TJ and them be at, hanging out, they call him Baby Splat and all that goofy shit. You go over there and think you finna chill inside TJ and them building with a female. Like, nigga, you ain't got your own crib? Like, that's crazy. Niggas is so broke, bro, that they going, and then she took him to a Vaco. She didn't even take him to a real crib. She took him to their trap where they jumped on him at and bust his head with a hot sauce bottle. Like, shit crazy, man. He remind me of FBG Young, another goddamn goofy.
Video, you know, they was reassuring you that, hey, we're not gonna kill you. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna die.
Man, look. Let's look. Before that video started, they wasn't on none of that recording video shit before that video started. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I was acting like that, Scud, because like they wasn't doing none of that at first. You get what I'm saying? They just started doing that shit before they left out type shit. You know, they was really putting on the show type shit. That's all good though. It's little shit.
Nah, for real, it really is all good because, man, when you do something like that to a motherfucker, you might as well, you know, like, cause now they got to worry about,
man,
you know,
you see what John Wick did about his dog, man. All right, man.
Yeah, bro.
Niggas be out here
So,
faking.
man, I'm just glad you know what I'm saying, was able to make it out of that situation alive. And, but like at the same time, it's like, bro, this backdoor shit open. You know what I'm saying? These girls, they setting niggas up. So, like, are we learning from our mistakes throughout all of this or what?
I ain't gonna lie, that was the biggest eye opener of my life, school. Cause I done seen and did so much shit. So it'd be like, damn, like, yeah. This shit not no joke. Life not no joke, school. And like, whatever you doing out here on my son, that shit'll catch right back up with your ass in the blink of an eye. Like, you better stop playing out here. Oh, bro.
Yeah, for sure. I'm glad you just said it like that. So how were you able to recover? Like, or what were your injuries? At like you had bruises on your head or what? I know they was.
Hey DJ, fuck you talking about how did he recover? Which haze, who alcohol, motherfucker peroxide, Neosporin. Hey, that's why he got on that big ass hat with the ears sticking out. That's what a knot said. With the two ears sticking out. That's what a motherfucker made knot said from that hot sauce bottle.
Hit you with the pipe, all type of shit.
Man, they ass didn't do shit, but I had a little scar right here. I peeled that shit off. That shit came off. Like they ain't even do shit for real. I ain't gonna lie. They ain't do shit for real. My adrenaline was rushing so bad, I didn't even feel that shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
A lot of people don't know, man. When you get in jump, you don't even feel none of the punches because you like, man, what the fuck? You feel me? Like,
cause I'm in my head, like y'all supposed to be doing some whole other shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not even thinking about y'all punching me, none of that shit. Like,
thank God they ain't do no other shit. You know what I'm saying? So we here to, share it, share experience. My objective is to let the viewers know like what really be going on in these streets, and also to let them know, like, man, that back door open, bro. You gotta be careful out
that
here. You
bitch
feel
open.
me?
That bitch open. Do not put y'all guards down. Oh, bro, that bitch so open.
It's so open, ain't it, bro?
That bitch so open.
You don't know who to trust, especially not no female.
Hey, it's fucked up, man, when you gotta live your life knowing that a back door is always open. It ain't no guarantee, ain't nobody safe. You hear me? When you know ain't nobody safe, get your money, get your kids, and move the fuck out of that area, man. I blame a lot of people for this, they kids dying and shit like that. Yeah, your kid wasn't listen to you, he was hard headed and all that shit. But man, it's goddamn in a lot of states that you can move to and move from out of that situation. Now everybody be talking about some, hey Swipe, you act like it's easy to move. Hey, look, bro, I done got on a motherfucking Greyhound with a book bag on my back with goddamn 3 outfits in that motherfucker on everything. Hey, when you gotta go, you gotta go. Sometimes you just gotta go. But people so comfortable with living how they living. Oh man, like the motherfuckers in Parkway, for instance. As long as you charge these motherfuckers $13, do you think they going anywhere? Why you think Zelle Money, look, Zelle Money them big cousins, Lil Mark them, they grew up in there. Not T Roy them growing up. They grew up in there. Not HK them growing up. Not Zelle Money them grow up in there. Now they got other siblings that's growing up in that motherfucker. Ain't nobody gonna leave with $13, man. On everything. Ain't nobody gonna leave. Who the fuck gonna leave their crib, man? Knowing that, hey, look, all I gotta pay is $13 a month. Who the fuck gonna leave? Who gonna leave their apartment? They getting $8,000 for income tax, and then only gotta pay $13 for the month. Like, who the fuck gonna leave? They got Benzes and Range Rovers out there. Hey, look, somebody need to do a drive-through. Look at all them nice cars in O Block. Ain't no way in the hell them cars supposed to be up in there with $13 is the income. With is the what's the name? $26. Shit like that, man. I remember I was dating a female in Parkway and she told me, she was like, I'm about to lose my apartment. I ain't paid rent in 6 months. I'm like, damn, I feel bad for you. So how much your rent is? I only owe them $13 for each month. I'm like, man, $13. Like, man, you need to get kicked in your ass on some real shit, man. $13, brother. She was behind payment for $13 for 6 months, man. Crazy.
You'll be the motherfucker every day, and you'll be like, damn. You'll still be thinking, like, questioning, like, damn, do I gotta trust him? Do I gotta trust him? Do I gotta, the right crazy.
And that's fucked up. That's fucked up for a nigga mentality. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know who to trust. You feel me? Like, trust nobody, right?
Hell yeah. Nobody. I ain't gonna lie. Nobody.
So I know you also had like affiliation with M Block, and I've seen them doing interviews saying BG Lil Pat ain't M Block. You know, he ain't M Block no more. I don't know what M Block got going on, but
when they say that,
I guess I saw the guy that allegedly killed the little girl say something like that. You know,
me and KD, we had our ups and downs and shit. It's my heart though.
That's your heart?
Yeah.
Word?
For sure.
So how you feel about him being arrested for killing a little girl?
That shit, you innocent to prove.
That's my heart. Man, when Chicago started talking about that's my heart. Nigga, damn ain't your motherfucking kids to your son, nigga. He killed the kid. I hope Bando KD get a motherfucking 100 years, nigga, on everything. He killed the kid while she was in her sleep. The kid was in the back seat. They was shooting at an innocent person car. Nobody wasn't shooting at AOKD them, Bando KD them. That motherfucker killed the girl, man. Y'all always talking about some innocent until proven now, motherfucker. He guilty right now. He guilty. And he had on the same outfit that he killed the girl in the video. His girlfriend already put him out there. He tried to bash your girl, talking about she smell like fish and all that. She said, yeah, I smell like fish. What about that girl you killed a year ago? He told the wrong girl she smelled like fish. He said, you smell like fish and all this. Woo, 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 woo. She said, don't make me tell him how you shot that girl. It been over with for him since that argument. Hey, the live on YouTube if y'all want to go and watch it. Later on after this, it's a live on YouTube where Bando KD, he on the live with the girl. And he tried to front on the old girl who knew that he killed the girl, man. Who knew that he did the shit to the little kid. Now, I blame her. Hey, look, she don't get no pass either. Because she knew for a whole year that he did the shit. But it took for him to say something about her and shit, or a player sleeping with her friends and shit. That's what he was doing, sleeping with her friends and all type of shit. She told on his ass, man. Yeah. You don't call no nigga your heart. That's my heart, son. That's some New York shit. Now New York do it. They been saying that shit, but Chicago or anyway, I ain't never heard no Chicago people. The Midwest, I ain't never heard nobody say that's my heart. That's some. They be around each other so much though. You would think that the niggas had the same heart.
Proven guilty, shit. He ain't proven guilty yet. Oh, bro.
True. That little girl dead though.
I ain't gonna lie. The street shit be crazy, blood. Like,
hey, you hear me though, Lil Pat?
It should be crazy.
Hey, you hear me though, Lil Pat?
What happened?
That little girl dead though.
The street shit be crazy, blood.
Huh?
The street shit be crazy. Like, this shit be crazy, folks.
That's the best explanation you can get for this little girl being dead. The street shit be crazy.
Like me, I don't be having no opinions on street shit.
Man, free Bando KD, but fuck Bando KD. He killed the little girl. That's how I'm coming.
Nah, you tweaking. Folks.
I'm tweaking?
Yeah. We can't be doing that for him.
Hey, yeah, hey, ain't no freedom, period. Fuck him. He killed the kid, bro. You got to think about it. What if it was your motherfucking kid? You want a motherfucker to be talking about free your kids too? Hold on, y'all. What the fuck?
This shit be crazy. Like, this shit be crazy, folks.
That's the best explanation you can get for this little girl being dead. The street shit be crazy.
Like me, I don't be having no opinions on street shit.
Man, free Bando KD, but fuck Bando KD. He killed the little girl. That's how I'm coming.
Nah, you tweaking, folks.
I'm tweaking?
Yeah. We can't be doing that, folks. How you gonna say fuck my homie, folks?
I don't know.
Nah, folks.
Okay. I mean, shit, he done already been in interviews. I don't know. We go move forward.
No, folks, that's in the past shit. That's in the past shit.
I guess I'm just feel some type of way because a little girl lost her life.
Right? You don't look. You can't like you putting your input on that shit. You don't even know what's going on. Like
You right.
You can't do that.
You right. You right.
Because in all actuality, brother, really innocent. And I want y'all to see that though. Y'all so y'all gonna see. It was true.
So if he ain't do it, then his brother did it. I hope they come and grab all you goofy ball ass niggas, man. I respect the old gangsters, man. The niggas who had structure in the street, the niggas who ain't killed kids. I respect them niggas. I don't respect these new niggas. I don't respect none of these cheap ass BDs, gangsters, or none of that shit. I got zero tolerance for them, actually. I hope the feds come up and wrap up all you goofball ass motherfuckers, because y'all ain't getting no money anyway. Y'all just killing people in a fucking way. On some real shit, bro. Y'all just wasting space, man, in the streets. On some real shit. Straight goofballs, man. Straight motherfucking goofballs, man. Rest in peace to that baby girl, though. Rest in peace to that girl, man. For real.
No. They just be shit like that. But anyway, bro, just getting back into the BG Lil Pat story. You know, you are a rap artist, you know, in the city of Chicago. You know, we known for that drill. You feel me? Can you tell us around the age or around what time you started rapping and who influenced you to get into the booth?
Shit. I started rapping, what that was, like 2018 or some shit. Like 2017, 2018, my homie Hothead, he was getting on my ass like shit, we the most lit motherfuckers from the hood right now. We need to start rapping type shit. And I ain't gonna lie, he really seen the vision for that shit. Me personally, I don't really like that shit. I ain't gonna need shit code. But Hottie, he seen the vision for that shit. He pushed us to do that shit. And
Hey, yeah, you right, King Charles. Enough of that motherfucker. He just pissed me off on some real shit. I'm tired of all them little motherfuckers. I ain't gonna lie to you. All of them. Hey, they said Sean Combs, man. We can't call him by the other name, man. They say Sean Combs might be coming home though. They saying that what he did is not a RICO. The basically it wasn't trafficking. It was a swingers party or whatever. So it looked like he gonna come home. The drug dealer said that he was buying the shit for personal use for Puffy. It wasn't no orchestrated crime ring. So Puffy might be coming home, man. He might be coming home and do it again. I ain't gonna lie, man. Dirk was the best motherfucker from Chicago, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. Far as like the rapping, I ain't gonna lie. All these other motherfuckers, Bloodhound this, Bloodhound that, Real Vert, Von off 1700, all them motherfuckers talking about the same shit. Bouncing out, spanking somebody butt with a switch. Like they all got the same cadence in everybody, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Lil Durk the best from Chicago, brother. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Like they making anybody famous now off rapping now, bro. All you gotta do is say you kill somebody. I'm from Chicago. I killed 10 people. You on. He got 10 hits. That nigga Q50 ain't even from Chicago. He on though. That nigga went to school in motherfucking Maryville. 8th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th. Well, he ain't make it to 11, but he went to school out there. You say, what about Polo G? Man, Polo G on already, man. Polo G a millionaire, man. Polo G way better than them niggas. Shit. Hey, look, I ain't gonna lie to you. With me, Polo G sound the same now. Polo G sound the same to me. But yeah, all the Chicago rappers, they sound garbage, bro. They garbage. I ain't gonna even lie. I don't give a fuck because I'm from there or none of that. Them niggas garbage. Besides G Herbo and Polo G, the people who already signed, everybody else garbage, bro. Everybody else garbage, man. And they making that shit famous too. They making that shit straight famous, bro. You got the other nigga who look like a motherfucking a goat. What's his name? Mavtisky. Mavtisky. You got him rapping garbage. The little baby Chief Do It dude. He the most talented out of all of them too. Chief Do It, baby Chief Do It. He young. So he still got a chance to elevate. You know what I'm talking about? He got a chance to grow. He remind me of Lil Wayne when Lil Wayne was with Lil Wayne was woppity woppity wop, and then he became the greatest. That's how Lil Chief Do It is. He remind me of. I ain't saying that he know Lil Wayne, but I'm saying Lil Baby Chief Do It better than them niggas. Yeah, they misleading the youth like a motherfucker, man. I told y'all my son be listening to that shit, bro. I have to tell him enough is enough, man. Once I hear the same song 3-4 times, hey, look, brother. Hey, look, brother. Hey, go and find you something to do. You hear me? You gotta go and find you something to do, brother. You ain't finna sit here and listen to the shit. Even Nene get tired of it. Like for real, she get tired of listening to that shit. Don't nobody want to keep on hearing about murders. He play. Look, my son. This is playlist. First he gonna play Boss Man D-Lo all fucking for about 30 minutes. After Boss Man D-Lo, he go to Bloodhound Lil Jeff. Then he go to motherfucking Q50. Then he go to Lil School. And then he just down the list. I'm like, bro, you ain't even living like that. They ain't even living like that. You hear me? I gotta explain to him. Like most of that music, they bullshit. And the ones who really was killing people, they dead. So I gotta explain this shit to him. I don't want no nigga rapping. I'm in the car. Me and my wife in the car. You sit behind me with playing with gun sounds and shit. Boom, 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 like the ad lib. Yeah, my son, he playing the shit out that Boss Man D-Lo shit. I'm tired of that shit too. I'm tired of that Boss Man D-Lo shit, man. Like for real. Oh, y'all, before I start the next video, I do want to say this. I gotta speak about Jim Jones and Nas. Now, I don't know if y'all seen it, but I wasn't on the internet doing videos. But Jim Jones said that he better than Nostradamus. He better than Nas. He better than what y'all smoking, what kind of heat y'all holding. You hear me? Jim Jones said that he better than Nas. Hey, New York. I don't know what the fuck they smoking in Harlem, man. I don't know what y'all smoking in Harlem, man. But y'all gotta have some good shit, like some ooey wee, if you think that Jim Jones is better than Nas. Jim Jones, hey, should nobody even let him on his show, they show, to even listen to that bullshit. You hear me? Like you shouldn't even give him a platform to even speak that bullshit. It pissed me off when I heard it. He say, "Oh, I'm better than Nas. Check the stats." Bro, you don't have no ether. You don't have no one mic. You don't have no if I rule the world. You don't have no laugh at the barbecue. You don't have nothing. Only thing he got is balling. That's the only thing he got. We fly high. You know this. Balling. That's it. I don't know no other song by Jim Jones besides balling. Oh, that Harlem shit. Harlem, you can get it, find a chicken up in Harlem. If you wanna rock, you can get it. Harlem, Harlem. Like, come on, man. That's garbage, bro. Stop playing, bro. Like for real, ain't nobody fucking with Nas. Nas and Jada in New York, ain't nobody fucking with them. I ain't talking about like far as like Rakim them and people before them, but ain't nobody fucking with Nas or Jada, bro. I witnessed them. I witnessed Jada bury a motherfucker and on the rap side, and I witnessed Nas do Jay-Z dirty. Now before Nas did Jay-Z dirty, we was looking up to Jay-Z. Man, we was listening to Jay-Z thinking Jay-Z was like the man, ain't nobody fucking with Jay-Z. You hear me? Man, when Ether came out, bro, it was hey, you couldn't even argue with it, bro. You like, damn, he just fucked Jay-Z up. You hear me? Like you couldn't even argue with it, bro. I was a Jay-Z fan at that time. And then when I heard Ether, I had to start listening to Nas too. For real. Like I was listening to Nas growing up, like I Rule the World, him and Lauryn Hill, that shit used to come on the box. The box, I know most of y'all know what the box is if you my age, or if you in that age range, you know what the box is. So it used to come on the box all the time. If I Rule the World. That was like one of the first videos I seen with Nas. Nas in him and Lauryn Hill. And then shit, I never listened to him though. I just heard it on the box or, on the videos. Oh yeah, the box man. Shit. My mama got bills in our names from that shit. Don't use my motherfucking social security card to be doing no shit. She done burnt her shit up, so she started using our shit. Oh yeah, hey look. Music used to be so music. Hey, look, when it used to be beef, I promise y'all, look, I don't know if a lot of y'all remember this shit, but when the rappers used to beef, it used to be on Funk Master Flex. What's that shit? Angie Martinez now. They playing all the main disses. And then it used to be on the disc, like D Block versus G Unit. Um, Dipset versus, I'm talking about like that. It used to be on that shit. Like all they beef. Benny Siegel versus Jada Kiss. They went back and forth, a whole CD. Back to back. I don't know if y'all had that shit. Y'all remember them CDs. But they had Jada Kiss and Benny Siegel, song for song on my mama, bro. Like that was the best match that I ever heard. D Block versus State Property, y'all. All right, let me get into the next story. Money Duke on that. I mean, Memo on that. Still talking about Money Duke. He gonna keep on talking about Money Duke until somebody split his melon, man. Like, damn, bro, enough is enough. We understand, man. Money Duke trolled you, brother, but damn.
Nobody wins when the family feels.
They already had his funeral early today. This at the repast. They was walking in and they shot the repast up. They seen Lolo walking in the door and shot it up. They shot the repast up. They seen Lolo walking in the repast and they shot it up.
We must hate repast.
Had to take over the globe. Alabama, we scrap with them hammers, me and landlord low.
Then like jump about the coppers, we get headshots. Ride with these switches, I get caught on.
I released
McMullen earlier today. Of 2 people shot. Now, when deputies got here, they found 2 adult men who had been shot and killed. And right now, there are no suspects who are in custody, and they don't have anyone who's a person of interest at this point either. Now, we did talk to Councilman Jerome McMullen earlier today, and he shared us this surveillance video. And this is something that you're only going to see on WVTM 13. As you can see on your screen, it looks what is the suspect who was running away from the scene of the shooting and getting into a car after those shots were fired.
So really, I want to focus on more making my community healthy.
Do you believe releasing that video to the media was in the public interest? If so, why or why not?
I released the video because
Fam, at this point, it's probably safe to say that everything comes with a motive. Let's be real. Humans tend to act with intent, whether to achieve a goal, fulfill a desire, or avoid discomfort. Well, 6 months after a double murder in Brighton, Alabama, that involved a local rapper who the family TV interviewed 2 months prior to his demise, a local councilman has been charged with 2 misdemeanors, charging him with tampering of evidence from a video that was released by him and even being played via social media. Nonetheless, just like Landlord Lo, the rapper, who unfortunately lost his life, may he rest in peace, the family TV was able to speak to the councilman. He'll later explain how this video got out, who he sent it to, when, and how he was privileged to this video. But the main question most of us will have for this video was, what was the true motive? I mean, we all have one, right? Hopefully, by the end of this video, he will explain his motive and why, and if he felt he broke any laws. But it's also important to look at every angle of this story. Why would the police department charge him 6 months later? Not to mention, why would the police department who didn't solve this case charge him 6 months later with tampering with evidence if the perpetrators was arrested 48 hours later? It's a lot of funny business going on. I'm here to present the facts and be as thorough as possible while letting you guys come up with the conclusion. Now, I'll make sure I leave the link for the Landlord Lo interview and how he lost his life in the bio. I'm going to briefly guide you guys to why this councilman
Sound like some bullshit. Sound like some bullshit.
Are you still wearing regular pants? Why? When you can wear new Skechers slip-in pants. They have a stretchy elastic waistband, so it's easy just to slip them on. And they stay up. Don't even need a belt. Plus, Skechers slip-in pants are breathable and...
Nobody wins when the family feels. But my
Ronnie? Okay.
Milwaukee police bus.
7280. It's going to be a confirmed shooting. Black male, unconscious, not breathing, appear to be shot to the face.
Be honest, like, I know I'm in here for murder, but I know I didn't commit a murder, so I'm gonna just corroborate, do what I gotta do. It's just a thing, like, my little sister and brothers and all that, like, how y'all gonna go about that?
And the unknown dude had the black gun.
Well, I'll be anonymous for this. My life will be in danger. Like,
This recording, right? This doesn't go outside of the police department, okay?
Today we talk about a group of teens who decided to order pizza while at a neighborhood hangout spot at a local home. With intentions to rob the delivery man for his pizza, it seemed things quickly escalated and turned into a murder. In this video, we visit the scene on the night of this incident, where local authorities got a 911 call. We hear from witnesses, and we also check out interrogations to see how this case got solved. Nonetheless, I guide you through every interrogation and every clip. I had to go over 13 hours of footage to bring it to you guys under 2 hours. But as we go over this story and step into these interrogation rooms, we ultimately watch a young man who lived in that house, allegedly wasn't involved, or was he? But ultimately he broke down after day 2, realizing his parents didn't go with his alibi, and has yet to try to come get him. After some concessions from local authorities, this young man quickly decided to tell the truth alongside his sister. But before we go over this one, I want you guys to remember, I won't give you no angle. I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We're gonna jump right to it. January 10th, 2024, in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, at around 10:10 p.m., authorities responded to the 4400 block of North Sherman Boulevard. Upon arriving at the scene, first responders located a black male wearing a Domino's pizza jacket, later identified as G, real name Antonio G. Jr., 33 years old. G was lying motionless on the ground in the median of the street and bleeding from what appeared to be multiple gunshot wounds. Officers began CPR until emergency medics arrived at the scene. G was pronounced deceased at 10:25 p.m. that evening. May he rest in peace. A level of condolences to his family.
7222, if you could please take the shot spotter at 4469 North Sherman Boulevard. 3 rounds for location more updates in the CAD regarding 7222 revised shooting.
Ronnie? Okay. All right. 7280. It's going to be a confirmed shooting. Black male, unconscious, not breathing, appear to be shot to the face. There's a witness on scene here that said 3 black males ran between westbound between 4469, armed with a handgun. Shall be checking the area.
Now, local authorities quickly canvassed the area until a concerned citizen who lived in one of these houses on North Sherman had told them this.
Yeah, I called it in. I just saw the 3 guys. It was 3 guys all over him. They was fighting. And then he was trying to get up, and they just unloaded on him, and they ran off that way through the yard.
Okay. Is it okay if I? Say again, sir? Okay. Okay. Is it okay if I step in real quick?
Yeah.
I'll do it to 3. If it's okay.
Yeah, for sure, just to be advised, I'm going to put you on
my cat don't get out.
with 7430, so you can work on the crossing CAD.
Oh, there he is.
They're all related to the shooting.
No problem. Alright, real quick. I'm just gonna step right here, okay?
Yeah.
Just in some space right there. Alright, so what time do you think this was all going on?
That happened like 20 minutes ago, 25 minutes ago.
25 minutes ago?
Yeah.
Alright, and what did you see?
I just saw 3 guys. I heard gunshots, and I looked out the window. 3 guys was all over him. You know, I think he was trying to get away. He was trying to.
So the guy who's out there right now?
Yeah.
You said there was 3 guys out there?
Yeah, it was three. Looked like 3 kids.
You want to confirm? Do you want them to pull the Fiserv K9? They got
What were they
943 and 945.
No, they was dark clothes. I couldn't see that far. You know, I couldn't see that far.
Eventually, an investigation was underway. A break in the case is when authorities quickly got the IP address from the online order that was made to make the Domino's pizza delivery. Now, this house was identified as a house that most of the people in the neighborhood would come to hang out. And after having a search warrant to go inside this house, authorities quickly discovered drugs and even firearms in the garage and the house. The drugs was in the bedroom of the daughter of the couple who owned the house. And eventually, she was arrested. Her name was Jalea. She had just had a baby. Now, Jalea and her brother ended up getting arrested. And unfortunately for the 2 siblings, they had to speak up. The others didn't live there. They told authorities the truth, the second conversation. It was after spending a little less than 24 hours in a cold cell. And at this time, authorities had every right to. I mean, their house was opened up to murder suspects before and after a crime. And because of that, when it comes to their first interrogation, we'll probably play 5 minutes. Now, essentially, it was everybody word for theyself. The people who owned the home, which was the sibling parents, wouldn't come to local police headquarters. I mean, they did have guns, illegal drugs, and murder suspects in their home. You would think they left their kids. But detectives heard from the mom briefly after she answered the number she didn't know. It was the detective who was interviewing her son. She allowed him to call his mother, and this is what he had to say.
On the phone, okay? I'm gonna tell her the same thing that I told. Tell the same thing I told your mom to you, okay? It's gotta be a short conversation. You can't talk about anything about this case or anything like that, all right?
Anything we talk
Yeah, anything in here. Just if you do, I gotta cut the phone off, right? Just that you miss your lover and all that stuff, okay?
Yeah.
She's worried about you too. Miss Dominique?
Yes.
Okay, here's your son now, and it's on speaker, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Ma,
Yeah.
where you go?
That's one. It's okay.
I know
You know how to pray. Just pray. Be quiet. Stop crying. You was okay.
I just love you. I love you so much.
You know that. I always loved you.
I love you so much.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
You know how to pray. You go to church.
I'm sorry, Bob.
Sorry for what?
But you do this.
Okay. You was okay. You didn't tell me as a child. You a good child.
I should have never let nobody come to our house, Bob.
No trouble. It's not your fault. You never been into no trouble. You never gave me no trouble. Okay, calm yourself down.
I don't know what to do.
Just calm down.
I'm scared.
Start calming down and start with praying. Church, you know how to pray. Is you listening to me?
Yeah, it's not working, man. It's not working. I want to go today.
You gotta calm down.
I want to be here.
Don't get yourself worked up.
Is it your mom?
Don't get yourself worked up. You have to say it's okay. Y'all know how to pray. You go to church. You've been in church all your life. You know.
Okay, 1,000 times.
What?
I prayed 1,000 times.
Okay.
It's not working.
It's okay. Keep praying.
It's not working, Mom.
You gotta have faith.
Come on, I just miss you. I miss you so much.
I miss you too. But you can't pray. You pray and not have faith. You gotta pray and you gotta have faith.
I miss
Calm yourself down.
I need you. I miss your boy.
You need to calm yourself down, okay?
Ma, I just miss you.
Let's why.
You tell my
You
dad.
want me to be worrying about you in there crying and stuff like that?
I'm not trying to. I just miss you.
I miss you too.
I promise,
I'm
Ma.
going to be here for you. I'll be here when you come out. You will be okay.
Antoine, come here. You're getting yourself way worked up.
Just calm yourself down and don't get your blood pressure stuff up and work yourself up.
Okay.
Just calm down.
You get your mom worried when you're getting yourself that worked up.
But I don't, you know, I already got high blood pressure stuff. I don't need to be worried. I'm already worrying. But I need you to be strong. I don't need you in there like that.
I'm trying to be strong for Zay.
Y'all is okay. Y'all is okay. Y'all never been in no trouble. Y'all never gave me no problem. Y'all didn't do nothing wrong.
I just never let nobody go to our house.
It's okay. We don't think stuff like this will happen when you around people that you grow up with. It's okay. Just gotta live and you gotta learn.
Okay, well, I love you. I hope to see you soon.
You will. You will. See, you pray, but you can't faith that. You gotta have faith in your prayer, and you gotta believe in it. You can't pray and then say that, because then that's making it seem like.
What my sister gonna do it, Bob? What the twins doing?
Huh?
What the twins doing?
You know what they doing. Being bad.
Cause I thought in the mirror.
The mirror. Where is mirror? Oh, she upstairs.
That's Destiny.
Mirror right here. Look how that's why I want you.
That's Destiny.
Huh?
That's Destiny.
Yeah. I can't see her. He not on FaceTime. Say hello.
Mirror.
We're on FaceTime.
No, he not. I love you.
I love you.
I love you.
Bubba, say you love your brother. Quana said she love you. Mom, where's Quana? Quanta said she love you. Everybody said they love you.
I don't hear no word. Mom, I'm just hang up. I'm talking to you later.
You gotta give your mom proper goodbyes. Tell your mom you said bye.
Well, I love you so much.
I love you too. Stop crying.
I can't.
Please stop crying.
I just want to go home.
You gotta wait till they done with their
First of all, brother, you in jail for killing a piece of man, brother. Then, not only is you in jail for killing a piece of man, you let the niggas do it from your house. You goddamn dummy. Now you talking about you miss your mama and your little sister them and what the twins doing. You ain't give a fuck about the twins or your mama. Your ass was just motherfucking at your house with your homies now. Y'all robbed a piece of man. I hope they give your ass 55 years, nigga.
investigation look like.
Mm-hmm. That's what we told him. He's just got himself so worked up right now.
Antoine, you gotta stop working yourself up. You gotta let them people do their job.
I am.
Now that was day one. And Antoine was basically deflecting everything because he felt he truly didn't have nothing to do with it, so he would easily come home. But he realized after being in that cell for 24 hours that that's not how this process go. As far as his sister on day one, Jayla, well, she was even confused on why her mom and dad didn't come get her. And I guess you assume, just like what I did, they had a home full of drugs, guns, and even a search warrant for an alleged murder suspect.
To them so that we can fucking go. We didn't do nothing. We ain't got shit to do with shit. Talk so you can go home.
So the thing we gotta do right now is we gotta talk to Dominique, your mom, Dominique Jones.
Yes, call her. I'm still trying to figure out why they haven't called.
Okay.
Like,
I don't know. So
they probably scared too, but shit, y'all need to tell them like shit, y'all kids is in here, shit.
Yeah, because she's the one who had the conversation. You heard this conversation. You're the one.
Yeah, and she the one put them out, so like shit, cooperate so we can fucking go home.
Was this on speakerphone when she was talking to your auntie?
No, I was in my room. She was in the living room. I just heard her. My mom have a louder voice, so I heard her like, and then I peeked out the room like, what the fuck going on?
Okay. All right. Anything else?
Any questions for us at all?
Shit, I'm ready to go.
I know. Okay, we'll check. Yeah, figure some things out here. Try to talk to your mom.
Man, I'm like, why they didn't call yet? Like, I don't get it.
Hey, just put you back upstairs here.
After going back to their cells, overnight the siblings would calm down. They would be advised to tell authorities what they want to know, basically tell the truth. And they did just that. But Antoine would say a little too much in his defense. Still in the same attire as the night before, he would go on and tell authorities what he knew.
All right. So you told the people upstairs you wanted to talk to us, right?
I think I remember the last name.
Okay. So, like the other times we talked to you, for us to have conversations like this, because you're in custody every single time we have to do what we did before with the constitutional rights.
Okay.
Remember seeing these? Remember me reading these to you the other day?
Yes.
Okay. So we're gonna be able to have a dialogue, a back and forth, okay? So, those are your State of Wisconsin Department of Justice constitutional rights. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to consult with a lawyer before questioning and to have a lawyer present with you during questioning. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you at public expense before or during any questioning if you so wish. If you decide to answer questions now without a lawyer present, you have the right to stop the questioning and remain silent at any time you wish, and the right to ask for and have a lawyer at any time you wish, including during the questioning. You understand these rights?
Yeah.
Okay. You want to talk with us now?
The last name was Damon. You know, Lil Damon is Keyshawn's cousin.
So you kind of got to bring me back a little bit. We've been working on a lot of things.
Remember I gave
the three. Are you talking about the people in the house?
I gave 2 names.
Okay, and that was Keyshawn and Mir.
And Damon.
And now the third one, you said you didn't know at all.
I know now.
You know now.
I remember it.
What made you remember?
Because that day called his name.
Okay. Damon or
like Damien
Damien?
Something like that. Yeah.
What do you? I mean, what's his like street name or whatever? What do people call him?
Lil D.
Lil D. What makes you remember this now?
Because I remember them calling his name at my house.
Okay. And that's Keyshawn's cousin.
Big cousin.
How you describe
Short.
Damien?
Same. They all like same size, same height. I mean.
How? What about
skin,
what about age?
18. I think, if I'm not mistaken, 18.
And how's he keep his hair?
Low cut, like front, low cut front twist. But it ain't
Lil D.
Yeah, it's not twisty like mom.
Like natural?
Yeah, like.
Not really like put into twist, just kind of
Yeah.
like a natural little roll.
And then that's all I wanted.
And what was his role in all this?
He snatched a pizza.
How do you know that?
That's who I seen with the carrier.
Okay.
And the pizza.
Now, who had the guns?
The other two.
He had two?
The other two.
Oh, the other two.
Yeah.
So last night you said Mir had the tan gun and the unknown dude, which would now be Damien, had the black gun.
Yeah.
That's what you said last night.
No. Yes, correct.
So Keyshawn didn't have a gun.
I'm not sure what they did when they got there, but walking out, no.
Okay.
I'm not sure what they did though when they got there. I can only tell what happened in the house, but that's what I know. That's what I want.
Okay. So you're close with Keyshawn.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. But Keyshawn
Bring his friends, guys, or buddies, whatever.
is close with Damien.
Yeah.
Because they're cousins.
That's his cousin.
That's his cousin. And you're saying, at least as of from last night, like the first time you saw Damien was that night that they ordered the pizza?
The first time I saw Damien, no. I seen Damien more than Mir. Yeah, I seen Damien more than Mir. Because that's his cousin.
So, like at my house, when I have friends over, my kids have friends over and playing on their phones and doing all sorts of whatevers. Every time a kid comes over, they're like, can we get your Wi-Fi password so we can work off the Wi-Fi, right? And now they made me get an iPhone. I was an Android guy, but now you can just share your password. So at your house, does someone need a password to get on your Wi-Fi?
To be honest, I'm not sure. I don't want to say yeah, and then it's not, and I don't want to say no, and then it is. I'm not sure.
So if somebody comes over and wants to get on your Wi-Fi?
I'm pretty sure they was. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Well, those guys would have to ask you, you know what I mean, what the password is.
Or somebody else. I know I ain't give it to him because the password is so simple, so. Or I could have shared it to him like you said, but I didn't share a password.
Does Keyshawn have the Wi-Fi?
Yeah.
So if he comes over, he would automatically connect?
Yeah.
What about Malik?
Malik, yeah.
So his phone would automatically connect to your Wi-Fi?
Yes.
Because you shared your Wi-Fi password with them in the past?
I never. I shared it with, Malik. A long time ago in the past. And Keyshawn. But I don't know if Keyshawn gave it to them, like his guys. So that's all I wanted.
Alright, so we were all in your house. Okay? It's a really small house.
It is.
It's really small. You got dogs all over the place. You got big couches. You got the one little living room, one little kitchen, 2 little bedrooms, a bathroom, and then the upstairs, which is like the attic, which your mom and dad say they stay in, and maybe some of the kids, 2 of the smaller kids, right? And then you got that little basement. Half of it's like dogs. Yeah, but it's still incredibly small.
Yeah.
Right? So there's you, Malik, Keyshawn, Mir, and Damien. Right? In the basement.
Yeah.
Alright.
3 walks
That's
out.
5 people.
3 walks out.
Right. But prior to that, which one asked you to use your phone to order the pizza?
Which one asked me to use my phone to order the pizza? It was either Damien or Mir, because I said hell no. That's what I said. I said hell no.
Okay. Which one asked you to order the pizza?
Which one? Damien.
Damien asked you to use your phone to order the pizza. Okay. And you said no?
I said no.
Okay.
I promise.
So then who ordered the pizza?
I don't know who ordered the pizza.
There's 5 dudes.
I just know
in that tiny basement.
Yeah, it's 5 of us. Subtract me.
Why?
Because I denied it. I said no.
Right, but you're still there.
I mean, I'm still down there.
Yeah. Okay. So there's 3 people in this room right now.
And
if she ordered a pizza, I would know it.
Yeah.
So how do you get me over the hump of you not knowing who ordered the pizza?
I said I'm not sure if they didn't use Malik's phone or not. And I said that, but because I'm not sure. I promise I'm not sure. I'm telling you.
So there's a chance they used Malik's phone?
It is a big chance, but I'm being totally honest. I promise.
But then we have to decide how they got into Malik's phone.
Oh, I don't.
And why would you choose Malik's phone? Why wouldn't you say maybe they used Keyshawn's phone?
I know one of them asked me, can they use my phone because they can't do it off their phone because they did it too many times and it's going to ask them to use a credit card, if I'm not mistaken. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It go ask for a credit card.
So yeah, who asked you that?
Keyshawn. Keyshawn asked me that.
Keyshawn asked you to use your phone
both asked me to use my phone. I denied it. It was like.
And Keyshawn said they couldn't use their phone because they're sort of flagged in the pizza delivery system as being a person that needs to prepay for pizza. And Malik isn't.
If you want to drop your auto insurance rate, then don't skip this video. Take a look. I've removed my personal info, guys.
Hey, do this nigga not know that he just tied himself up in a murder? This nigga crazy. Sparks Visual, what's up, Sparks? Make sure y'all follow Sparks too. Yeah, this dude crazy, man, over a goddamn pizza, bro.
That's it. That's all I wanted. Can I ask a question like this? Don't have nothing to do with anything. Like, can y'all please give me some encouraging words? Because I really didn't do anything and I don't want to go. I've been falling into deep depression. Like deep depression.
I'm gonna go see when that photo was taken. Can you just talk to him for a second?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I got a couple questions for you still, Antoine, okay?
Okay.
Do you want something to drink on Driscoll's way back?
I'm okay.
All right.
Yeah, I'll take a water.
Water, Drizzy?
Yeah. Can you just please tell me?
Yeah, remember we had a good rapport last night, right?
Yeah.
And I've been in contact with your mom, so nothing's changed since last night, okay? I don't want you to get all worked up because last night it took a while for us to get you calm down. So we'll work through it together, okay? Since we spoke last night, right, until tonight, it's been almost, well, it has been like 24 hours,
24
okay?
hours, yeah. It's just,
So I worked late last night and I've worked long hours tonight, okay? And, we have been doing more investigations and more stuff like that, but I want to give you the benefit of the doubt because I do think that you've been very truthful and honest since, okay?
I just don't want to go down for nothing I really didn't do.
I wouldn't either.
You got I'm being so honest. There's like.
So there's just a few more questions we got to get over, okay?
Okay.
Can
I just ask a question before? Like, when will I be gone if I do? Like, if I'm.
Tomorrow's Monday, right? That's when the district attorney's office is open, okay? So probably by tomorrow morning you'll know that answer then.
I don't want to do time for nothing I didn't do or anything. Like,
remember the conversation we had last night? About just being truthful and being honest, right?
I promise that's what I'm doing.
Where's that pizza bag?
Where's the pizza bag? I don't know. They ran with it.
Are you sure they didn't throw it out somewhere and told you about it?
I promise they ran with it. I never was told about nothing. I never went with them or anything. I don't condone and shit like this. I promise I don't.
Did anybody give them a ride anywhere from your house?
No, hell no. Okay. Hell no. They couldn't because we left. Me, my dad, my mom, my siblings.
Where'd you guys
and
go?
Malik. We went to my godmom's house.
Okay. Where'd Malik go after that?
Malik, he went to the baby mama's house. But I don't know where she stayed.
Okay. What is Malik's thoughts on all this?
Why would they do the same way as me? So I'm pretty sure if y'all get him or once y'all get him, it'll be more information, more information, more information. Or when you get them, they will tell on each other. I don't have shit to do with this. I just don't want to be brought up to them at all. Like, I don't want them to know how you know these things, because it's going to be so dangerous for me on the outside, and I'm not that type of kid to be trying to live that life or look over my head all every day, all day. That's all I'm saying. Like, please, my life is something wrong.
Do you know who pulled the trigger?
I was not there, so
I just didn't know if they're talking about it when they run back in and they're freaking out about it.
No, when they ran back in, we was already getting a call that they did something. So it's like we put them out as soon as possible, like as soon as we got the call. I even told them, y'all have to go. You can't be here. You can't. Even though I love y'all to the point, I don't even know the rest of them. I just know Keyshawn. I grew up with Keyshawn. His mom, my auntie, that's my mama's sister. She grew up together.
Keyshawn's mom, right?
Yeah. It's so stupid that they did that and put me in a fucked up predicament.
Do you know Keyshawn's number off the top of your head?
No.
Do you know Amir's?
I never talked to Amir over the phone.
What about Damien?
Never talked to Damien.
Okay, so the only phone number you would have would be Keyshawn.
Yeah.
Would that phone number be in your phone?
It's like 8. Yeah. Should be.
Do you know what the contact's saved under?
No, I don't think it's saved.
So it's just like a regular number in your phone?
If I saved it before. Well, you gotta save it before it to be a regular number.
Okay.
You don't get what I'm saying?
So you don't have Keyshawn saved like as a contact? Isn't he like a brother to you?
I mean, we conversate on Facebook. Keyshawn not no brother to me.
But he's light though, right? I mean, after his mom died, didn't you guys kind of like look out for him?
I look at it like this. If I was a brother to him, you never put me in this situation. Literally.
How often does he come over to your house?
Shit, he just started coming back.
Oh, so he's not like there all the time?
No, he's not. No, hell no. Hell no, he stays somewhere else. I just don't want to be a target.
I can understand that.
I'm so scared.
I understand.
Like, I just need encouraging words. That's really why I called y'all. I don't know what to do. I feel like I'm doing the right thing, but It's not working for me. It's working for y'all, not me.
No, I'd say it's working for you because at the end of the day, doing the right thing is being honest and being truthful, right? Even if it is tough. I mean, you're a man now. You know, you're a young man, but you're a man.
So, oh yeah, we're gonna hold off on that.
Okay.
So, you know, I was just thinking about something. So, just take this little scenario, okay? Me and Cassie we sit close to each other, and she goes, "Oh, Mike, can you throw me a pen?" So I take my pen and I throw it over to her. She misses the pen hits her in the face. Okay? That's one thing that happens. Now say same thing, but she's sitting at her desk, just sitting there doing work, and I take my pen and I chuck it and I hit her in the face. The same thing happened in both scenarios, right? But she got hit in the face with a pen. But in the first one, I didn't really mean to hit her in the face with a pen. It was just an accident that happened. In the second one, she wasn't even looking, and I just whoop, and I chucked her in the face with the pen. So it's my intent to hit her with that pen, right? Yeah. Okay. So sometimes people go out and tend to do one thing, and something happens that they didn't intend. They didn't expect. They didn't want. Like all of a sudden, something went sideways. Sideways, yeah. Right? Okay. Sorry to hit you in the face with a pen, but if you didn't pull the trigger that night, you can't be in trouble for that man being dead, okay? But
thank you so much.
Okay?
That's all I need. I don't have nothing to do with this. Like I wasn't even there to see who pulled the trigger. To be honest, I was in the basement. In the basement, I didn't even hear like the gunshots go off.
Okay.
Because I would have knew automatically that y'all did something. You know what I'm saying? It would have never been. I didn't know like shit at all. Then when they came in, they didn't even tell me.
So we were doing real good up until that, because you knew they were going out to rob the pizza man.
No, I just knew they asked me to use my phone. That's what I knew, to order pizza. But when I found out they wasn't paying for it, then yes, I said no, and I stayed back. That's
right. So you knew they were going to go rob the pizza man.
I knew they were going to go do something bad.
Yeah.
What if your early stage business could access the same capital markets as the big players? My name is Lou Amatucci, and I'm a 20-year veteran securities.
You know, at least two of them had guns.
Yes.
Yes. These are all things you told us already.
For sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
They went out, they came back, they're flipping off lights. There's a lot of things that are sort of, you know, when you tell a story, okay, you know what a lie, you know what a flat out lie is, right? Like if you told me this tie was green, right? I asked you what color is this tie, and you said green, you'd be lying to me, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. So now, if you're telling a story and there's a beginning, middle, and end, and there's all these little things in between, right? So it's human nature when you're involved in something to basically, like, I got in trouble, right, recently. So when I tell people the story, everyone knows sort of what happened, but I paint myself like in a bit better light so I don't look like a complete asshole.
I feel like I really can't.
So if you're telling the story, but you tell this part and this part and this part, there's all these little parts in the middle that's left out. That's called an omission. You're omitting certain things. Okay? There are things here in the middle, in these little parts that you're leaving out. That's really hard to believe. I want to believe you.
Can you tell me what it is?
So
please?
The complete conversation with you guys, what you guys are doing in the basement, you're smoking weed, you're rapping, you're playing video games, right? And at least what, 4 other people are planning a robbery.
Well.
Okay, and for you to be like, I didn't know anything about that.
No,
that's hard to believe.
Well,
okay.
Can I be honest? I promise, like, it's so hard. Especially when it's like, I grew up with him, so, okay. They asked me for my phone. I told them no because I knew they were planning a robbery. And I didn't want to be no parts of it. Like, I didn't want no parts of anything. So when I knew they was going out, I told them, don't come back. Like, you know what I'm saying? I did not tell them don't come back, but when they came back, I told them y'all gotta go. Don't come back because I found out what y'all did and everything.
Okay, then where'd they go?
Where they go? They ran straight. Like, y'all was coming down 44th, right? And if you go out my back door, you go straight up. They going straight up because y'all all down, so they ran.
Like they cut through your yard?
Yeah, I don't know if they left my yard or anything. I seen them leave the house, and I seen them hit the back. I don't know where they go though. I never know where they went, but I know for sure like they had to cut through that yard because the lady light come on when you walk. Like it's like
when you go to the left there.
Yeah, it's like
yes,
a light.
You got a bright light.
So
did you see the light?
When I went out, I just seen the light on, and I know somebody had to walk past.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
All right. Who was the one that was getting beat up by the pizza guy?
I wasn't there.
Who pulled the? I know, but they were talking about.
What? Yeah, I was just gonna say that.
Yeah.
Mir, I guess Mir was.
Okay.
And that's all.
What would make you say that? What was he saying?
It's just the way he came in. He looked like I don't know.
Like I asked you yesterday, did someone have snow on them?
Yeah. Like
out of breath, like
they was for sure out of breath. Yeah, they was all for sure out of breath. Yeah.
Okay, but Muir looked like he was rolling around in the snow.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
All right, who pulled the trigger?
Muir.
I don't. They were talking about it.
Muir. And
what did Muir say? What do you remember? Go back in your mind. Go and just take a deep breath and go in your mind and try to bring yourself back to that night.
Mir asks why his gun jammed.
Okay, who did he ask that?
Them.
He just spoke it out loud, or did he say it
like he just said it out loud?
Keyshawn or like Lil B?
Shit, it was them. All the people that went.
He asked why his gun jammed.
Yes.
Okay. Did anyone respond to him?
Like shit, they would just. He said, "Why my gun jammed?" And then we got the call. Bam. My mom didn't know anything. I didn't know like that they just did what they did. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even know. They left so fast, like I didn't even hear the piece of man call or anything and say I'm outside or anything. They left so fucking fast. So when they got back, it's just like they was 2 minutes later we get the call. I hear Lil Twan. That's me. I run up the stairs, I'm thinking she talking about my dogs being out too long. She tell me that whatever they just did, get them the fuck out my house. I get them right up out the house. When they come upstairs, we all putting them out at once, like we pushing them out. So
right. But what are they saying?
What are they saying downstairs?
What are they saying?
Mirror is saying why did my gun jam? Damon have the pizza. And Key is holding his gun, I think.
Key?
Keyshawn.
That's what you call him?
Yeah. That's all I know. I can't tell who shot, like, actually who killed. I don't know that because I was not there. I'm telling everything I seen with my own.
Right, but you. Sometimes I said, "Damn, like,
yeah,
I smoked that dude," or I wonder if I smoked that dude.
But I didn't hear that when I'm saying that. I just heard him say, "Why my gun jammed?" So 9 times out of 10.
When they left, did they leave with the pizza?
Yes.
Bag?
Yes. They left for everything. everything. They came when they left. Clothes, everything. They left. That's it. That's all. Would this make my paperwork take longer though?
No.
You promise?
Oh, I promise.
I just want to be home with my mom for the holiday.
Yeah.
I promise that'll make you so happy. I'm cooperating.
Yeah.
And everything.
So this isn't your average sort of regular, this is a highly investigated crime.
Yeah, I know.
That happened here. This isn't something that anyone takes lightly. It's very thorough.
I know. I don't want to be party to a crime or anything.
Well, I'm sure you don't.
I promise
right?
I'm not. Promise I'm not.
We're getting a lot of evidence coming in regards to this. Okay, there's a lot of people that still have yet to be talked to. Okay, talk to your mom and dad, Joyce.
You talk to my mom and dad and Auntie Joyce.
Joyce said she's out of town though.
Yes, she is. She'll be back today.
What? She said some sort of church thing?
Yeah, she go to church. Her, my aunt, my granny.
But out of town church?
Yeah. I got a family out of town too. They come here, we go there, like church.
Oh, where is it?
Like it. They only go out of town if. Okay, my uncle who owned the house, Anthony, he's a pastor. His wife is the first lady. So they only go out of town like if they finna preach or anything. And they only come up here if they finna preach here or something. So it'd be like stuff like that.
Where's their church?
My uncle, it's on like 91st and Capitol. Apostolic Restoration Ministry.
Oh,
So it's
okay.
across the street from Little Caesars.
Yeah. Okay, I know where that is. Yeah. Nice.
It's not really out of town though.
Hmm?
That's not really out of town.
No, they not. No. That, they.
So when they preach, where do they go to preach?
Oh, out of town. Yeah, out of town. Like they travel. They travel. So my uncle must have preached somewhere.
Yeah, so we have to wait for her to come back to speak to her in person. But we did talk to her on the phone. Okay.
She said she's telling everything too, but she's seen it, so. I can only tell what I heard. That's all.
That's good. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that helps us.
So I want to try to help them too. I'm really falling into deep depression. I just want some encouraging words, please. Please. That's all I ask. Please.
Did you take your mom's advice from last night? Remember all the stuff she was telling you?
Yeah,
right?
I keep her, but I miss my mom. So
I understand that.
She my heart. Like,
You just got to remember this, that there's a man that lost his life, right?
Yeah.
And his mom misses him, he misses his mom, so you got to understand that that's bigger than this, right?
Yeah, that's why I'm cooperating, but
Right.
I have nothing to do with
I
it.
understand that, but we would be doing an injustice to his family if we just turned around and let you out, right? We got to make sure that we take every single little stone, no matter how small it is,
And
and
then-
look underneath
Then
it.
I can go.
When our investigation's completely over and we make sure that you're being truthful and we have all the info, right? You know what I mean? If you were a detective, you'd do the same thing.
So
You're smart.
basically,
We just gotta make sure we ask you all the questions. That's why we've been talking to you so long. But Antoine, you being truthful and honest, and that's what happens, right?
I've been the most truthful.
I know. Hey, you're doing good. I don't want to go back down the road of getting upset. All right? So just take a deep
I'm
breath.
not getting upset.
I know. You're doing good tonight.
Like I feel so alone, and I never felt this alone. Like everybody loved me.
Have you got a book or anything up there? Have you asked?
I read 1,000 books.
Okay.
Can't go to sleep. I'm always tossing and turning. Stink.
Well, up there is not a forever thing. Did you have to take a shower last night?
Yeah, I did.
Did they let you take a shower? Take another one tonight then. Give you a little break out of yourself for a little while, right? Tomorrow's Monday morning. That's when the DA's. Oh, tomorrow's.
Martin Luther King Day.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I want to be home for the holiday. I promise I have nothing to do with this, and I'm cooperating the best way I can. I promise I am.
Well,
I promise I don't want to be party to the crime or anything. I promise I corroborate the best way I can. And if
Give
it's,
him a second and then maybe take it back up. You want to take a break?
So now you heard his side. This is what his sister had to say 24 hours later, which led to more people being arrested. And I got their interrogations too, but they was pretty much in denial. So hear from Leah as we explain who was later arrested and what they was recently sentenced to.
During questioning, if you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you at public expense before or during any question if you so wish. If you decide to answer questions now without a lawyer present, you have the right to stop the questioning and remain silent anytime you wish, and the right to ask for and have a lawyer at any time you wish, including during the questioning. Do you understand each of these rights? Is it cool if we talk right now? That's gotta be yes or no?
yes.
Okay. So we talked to Delmore. He gave us some stuff. What do you all know about this incident?
I don't really know the full details of the incident. I was at home when the incident took place.
Okay, so tell from that day to tell us what happened. If you're at home, who's all home?
I woke up at home.
You woke.
Are you talking about yesterday?
I'm talking about the night
of the shooting or something.
Yep.
Okay, so that Wednesday, I can't tell you exactly what all I did that day, but I know I ended up having an allergic reaction close at nighttime. I called my auntie. Well, no, before I called my auntie, I called my cousin to take me to the hospital.
Who's your cousin?
Alicia. I called her phone to take me to the hospital, or I texted her, and she said basically she was gonna send me a lift. But mama told me like they ain't gonna do nothing, give you Benadryl, cancel the stay at home.
You have hives, right, or something?
Yeah, I just did it again today.
Is it a stress thing or what is it?
I don't know. It just popped up like literally 4 days ago. I've been breaking out every day in hives, like bad.
You must be allergic to something.
And
Or
can't
like
figure it
laundry
out.
detergent or?
I didn't change laundry detergent. I haven't changed nothing. It's like it's the air or something. I don't know.
It's dry.
I just did it like 2 hours ago. They had to shower me, give me new clothes. But after that, I went to my auntie house. Mom was like, go get some Benadryl from my auntie house. I went to my auntie Joy's house, which stay on Sherman.
Okay.
I got me some Benadryl. I got my dad two whatever you use to shit, the little pills.
Okay.
Pepto-Bismol.
Oh,
yeah. And I went back home. I took the Benadryl. I don't know exactly how long. I just heard shots go off, about 5, 6 of them. I'm like, what the hell? I hear my sister like they shooting, and then I hear our front door open and close. Boom. It's not like a hard open and close or nothing, so it's not like I went out there to see like who came in. I heard the door open and close. I hear my mama's phone ring. And I hear mama like, what? And I heard her call my little brother name, Antoine. Look, come up here. She tell him like, such and such just said, such and such just did something around the corner. They gotta go.
Who's they? Who did?
She's referring to 3 boys. I'll get to that.
Okay.
So boom. Now when I'm hearing her say this, I'm coming out my room now. Like, what the hell going on?
Okay.
I see 3 little boys coming upstairs. Mom telling them like, y'all have to go. Y'all gotta get the fuck up out of here. Like, I don't do shit like this.
Yeah.
So I guess the police was in the front already of our house, like, knocking on doors and stuff. So they was scared. They run around our house like they were so fucking scared and shit. Mom like, no, y'all have to go. Y'all gotta get up out of here. Like, I don't do this type of shit. So after that, they left. They went out the back door.
What's your mom's name?
Dominique Jones.
Dominique Jones? Okay.
After they left, they went out the back door.
Was she there at the search warrant, Dominique Jones?
No, it was only me and my brother and Delmar and a couple other people.
Okay.
So after that, which part was I on? Oh, they left. After they left, mom was like, shit, we finna leave too, because she thinking about it like, shit, if they run in here right now, they gonna get, like, the men that's here, they gonna think like these are the ones responsible type shit.
Yeah, you guys are hiding them out or something.
Yeah, like we're hiding them out or something. I'm like, no, we finna leave. Like, I don't want y'all to be here either. Like, me and my brother like, shit, why we gotta leave? We ain't did shit. But we left because, that's our mama. So we waited 2 days. I went back home. Shit, I was at home laying down, and that's when y'all banged on the door.
You mentioned something about who did it, like somebody mentioned who did it?
Yeah, they was basically, they said 3 little boys named Lil D, Keyshawn, and I don't know if his name Lil Mar or something like that. I really don't.
Based on that Keyshawn name, do you know what his last name is?
I told the other detectives I don't know exactly his last name, but his mom's last name is Patrick.
And she passed, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I don't got time to get that,
That's Keyshawn?
Yes, I don't got time to.
Okay, and who did you hear that Keyshawn did it from?
I heard like my mama overstand it, but I guess somebody called her and told her like.
Who called her mom?
I think my auntie Joyce called her and told her like.
But he ran in.
Yeah.
That's one of the boys that ran in.
Mama made sure they got the fuck up out of there.
Yeah.
So you overheard your mom saying this.
Yeah, and I came out the room. I'm like, what the fuck going on? And then when I see them coming upstairs, I hear them explain. I'm like, shit, y'all gotta go. Like, shit, I even got scared. Like, what the fuck? What did y'all doing? Y'all gotta go. Like, shit, because we don't want to be a part of nothing. That's why At first, I didn't want no part of it. Like, when they told me I was here for the drug thing, I'm just trying to clear my name up for that. So, because I know them not mine, so I knew I was going to be good.
Sure.
But, shit, I'm also not going to keep lying either because I don't want no part of this shit. I'm trying to clear me and my brother's name so we can go.
Who's Little D?
Little D, I don't know. That's
Is it Delmar?
Cousin or something. No.
Okay. We're just
He wasn't there.
Okay. That's all.
People are. One person said Delmar was there that.
No,
day.
he was not. He was there that day, but that night he was not there.
So he was there like in the morning? Or?
Yeah, he spent the night that Tuesday. But he went home. So this is his little routine. He'll spend the night at my house 2 days, then go home to get in the shower and stuff, come back.
Okay.
He
told us that he only comes usually on weekends, is that right? Or when does Delmar usually come over?
He come over on weekends. He come over, he'll stop by or something, but not really.
There's not like a set routine.
Yeah.
I'm here Mondays and Thursdays, not like that.
Oh yeah, no, not like that.
Okay.
But yeah, that day when the incident happened, he wasn't there.
What's Dominique Jones, your mom?
Yeah.
Okay. What's her date of birth?
I don't know.
What's her phone number? Is that 4487? Okay. So she gets a phone call from your Auntie Joyce, you said? And then your
She lives on Sherman, right?
Yeah, my auntie lives on Sherman.
And then your Auntie Joyce said, did you hear any of this or what exactly did you hear?
No, I heard mama yelling like, what the fuck, hell no, they finna get the fuck up out of here and shit. So I went out there to see what she was talking about. Like, I never actually asked her like, what did she say, what happened, or nothing else. Because after that, I didn't go with mom, and then when I left, I went to my cousin Lawanda's house. And I stayed there for 2 days.
And you heard, who told you that Keyshawn, Little D, and another guy did?
That's what Auntie Joyce said.
Auntie Joyce said that, okay. Told your mom or told you?
Tell my mom now.
Okay.
But then you saw these guys come into the house.
Yeah, and then mom was like, y'all have to go.
After hearing the shots.
Yeah, and mom was like, y'all have to go. Y'all gotta get up out of here. And they left.
So you seen all three of them inside the house?
Yes.
Okay.
So then we identified Keyshawn. Little D, you don't know who that is?
No, I don't know his name or nothing like that.
How often does he come by the house?
He don't really come around us like that. We don't really know him. He's more like kin to Keyshawn, probably his cousin or something.
How does Keyshawn come into the house?
Us?
Yeah.
How do he know us?
Yep.
His mom was my mom's best friend. And if you look up like her incident, she had her heart attack at our house the day she died.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That sucks.
So mama, she tried to keep her kids around because you know how it is without having a parent and shit.
So he's welcome as long as he ain't doing some shit like this. Right?
Yeah, shit. We was like, what the fuck, y'all? Like, no, like, we got a lot of kids in our house. Like, this my first time ever being in fucking jail for some shit. No, I don't know. I don't want no parts of this shit.
And then who's the third person? You said Lil Mar or something?
Mar or something. I don't even know that boy's name. I promise you I don't. Probably the first time ever seeing him.
But it'd be somebody that Keyshawn would probably hang out with?
Yeah.
How old are these guys?
They're young, probably 16, 17, I don't know.
Okay.
I really don't know.
And then Malik, what about Malik?
Malik, that's, he's a friend of the family.
And what did he do with this?
I guess they said that they used his phone to call the pizza place or something like that.
Who said this?
That's what my auntie told. Basically, he was texting my auntie daughter, asking her like, what's your address? And stuff like that. And then told them like, no, not your address, give me the 1, 2 houses down. So my auntie ended up telling mama that. And mama ended up telling him too, like, shit, you gotta go too.
He doing some shady stuff.
Yeah, like, and then you the oldest one at that, like, you grown as fuck. Like, we just did not understand this. And it's like, it just put us all in a predicament because, shit, we the ones that's in the house.
Yeah.
And we not even the ones that did shit.
Were they carrying anything when they came in?
I seen Lil D with a gun, a tan one, that's it. I didn't see the other two with a gun.
Which one had a gun?
I seen Lil D with a tan one. But I don't know if that was his or not. I really don't know.
Were they at the house before the shots?
Yeah, they were there for a little bit.
Did you see him leave or anything like that?
No, because mind you, I went to my auntie's house right before all this shit happened. So
yeah.
I didn't know nothing or nothing. Like, shit, I went over there, I got the Benadryl when I left. Nobody was walking over there, nobody was coming. It was the same people. My mom was sitting on the couch, and then my auntie was on the couch, that's it. And shit, when I went back in my room, that's my routine. I just go to my room.
So when did Keyshawn, Little D, and this Little Mark come to the house?
I don't even remember exactly what time, I'm not gonna lie.
Do you know what kind of clothing they were wearing?
Darker clothing, they would move fast as hell once you told them they had to leave.
And you're pretty sure, obviously, Little D is not Delmar.
No, he's not.
Because Delmar was saying, sometimes people call him Little D. They call
no, I don't call him no damn Little D.
He said he has a lot of different nicknames.
He do got a lot of different nicknames, but we don't call him Lil D.
Okay. Anyway, it's not the little D we're talking about.
No, he wasn't there that night.
You texted him after that, right?
Free, yeah, I texted him.
What did you say?
I said, these motherfuckers are stupid. And I said, do you got anything in here referring to weed? Like, do you got some weed in here that I need to take or something?
Yeah.
Did you tell him what happened?
When he called, I ain't really telling him what happened. I just told him, like, these motherfuckers stupid as a bitch and shit. You got anything in here that I need to take up out of here? And he said no.
So you didn't elaborate what happened? You didn't elaborate what happened when he said that?
So free, no.
Okay.
Somebody probably else ended up telling him or something. He probably don't know exactly.
Okay.
Because he was there.
Why do they call him Free?
I don't know.
Oh, he told us the whole story about it's a rapper.
I know, I call him Free. I don't know, I just call him Free.
Because we were saying, one person said they call him Freeway. That was kind of cool.
That's his name on Facebook, Freeway. I just call him Free.
He said it's because his dad's favorite rapper was some Freeway Philadelphia or something like that.
Yeah, his dad passed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was our whole point of trying to clear their name, because when they first came to me, it looked like they thought that Free Men was Delmar, Antoine, and Malik.
Well, we didn't know, right?
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah. So I'm like, no, like I didn't want no part of this case, but I'm also not gonna let no innocent people go down for some shit they did not have nothing to do with.
Did Antoine have anything to do with this?
No, he didn't have nothing to do with that. He didn't have nothing to do with that. He said I was just talking to him upstairs. I told him, shit, talk. You didn't do shit.
Did he know what happened?
He said he wanted to change his statement. He said because he not finna sit in jail for some shit he didn't do.
By that Friday, authorities arrested 17-year-olds Amir MacArthur, Keyshawn McNeely, and Damian Patrick, who were taken into custody and all charged with 1 count of felony murder and the slaying of Antonio G. Jr. It was later confirmed that the siblings did know Keyshawn and Amir, but they didn't know Patrick. It was also confirmed that the 3 individuals that we just named were the perpetrators. The siblings stayed home. It was also confirmed that after they robbed G and killed them, they ran back to the sibling home, cut off the lights, before being kicked out by the dad after the aunts said they just robbed and killed the pizza man. And by September of 2024, all 3 were officially adults, 18 years old. They pled guilty to the same charge, felony murder. All 3 have been sentenced to 17 years in prison and 6 years of extended supervision. But there you have it, fam. This was the story of 3 teenagers from Milwaukee who threw their life away for a box of pizza. And let this be a lesson. We can blame the snacks they gave him spending 24 hours in jail alongside his sister for the reason they told. But real life is this. Sometimes even your parents not gonna be there. And even if that's the case, you are the company you keep. And that's just as real as it get. Let me know how you guys feel about this one in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And today, I'll catch you guys on the next one.
Man, that's some crazy shit, man. Man, a box of piece of wood wings cost $7.99 from Little Caesars. Them gotta be some of the brokest ass YNs I know, man. It's crazy. That's crazy, bro. A box of pizza, bro. 17 years for some shit that cost $7. Little Caesars cost $7, man, for a large with some wings. It's crazy, bro. Got his whole family up in there, got to make statements because they did some dumb shit. Then you took the niggas back to your house. You let them run back to your house after they killed somebody. Like, that's crazy. Then he talking about some, Mama, I love you. I'm trying to get home for Christmas. Then you just let the gang members run in your mama house after they didn't kill somebody. And then the pizza man only carry around shit $5, $10. The pizza man ain't got no motherfucking real money. This ain't the 90s when a pizza man used to get robbed for $800. This ain't that, bro. The pizza man turned into money every time he motherfucking get it. Shit crazy, man. Smash that like button for me, y'all. That was a crazy ass story, man. I gotta get that whole interrogation, man. I gotta see what the rest of their ass was on. All right, y'all. We're gonna check out some news stories real quick.
Blake's got a birthday cake milkshake from Zaxby's on his birthday. What more could a kid ask for?
A motorcycle.
No chance.
My own record label.
Seriously? Shoot your shot, kid. Zaxby's handcrafted milkshakes. Who's got the sauce?
Zaxby's.
Have you seen this?
I can't control what they write. I hope these people know what they're in for.
We're a ruthless pair, you and I.
Everything's falling into place.
The Milwaukee Police Department is hurting tonight after an alley ambush of 2 officers.
One officer's in grave condition. Police have a suspect in custody, and the president of the Police Association says the department's at a breaking point. Fox 6's Stephanie Quirk leads our coverage. She's joining us live at the hospital tonight. How are those officers doing?
Yeah, hi guys. We are live tonight outside Freighter, where both officers remain hospitalized tonight. One who is in critical condition. The MPA says that officer, the next 24 hours are going to be critical. Multiple sources tell Fox 6 that officer is 32-year-old Kendall Corder, and tonight his loved one tells us she's praying for his recovery.
Responding to two officers shot.
Milwaukee police rushed to the area near 25th and Garfield Thursday night after 2 of their own were shot in the line of duty.
Stop trying to kill my police officers. This is unacceptable.
Police say 2 officers were initially called to the area for a report of someone with a weapon around 9 p.m. Thursday. As they were on the way, that call was upgraded to a shots fired call. The MPA says once those officers arrived and exited their squad, they were both ambushed and shot at. Both were hit by gunfire and unable to fire back.
I don't know what the audacity, the lack of common sense to think that it's okay to shoot at a police officer. That is ridiculous.
Multiple sources tell Fox 6 32-year-old Kendall Corder is the officer who now remains in grave condition. The MPA says he underwent emergency surgery but is still critical. His loved one shared these photos to Fox 6.
We've had 4 officers shot in this year alone, in the last 5 months. But 3 of those officers have been shot in the last 2 weeks.
The MPA says the other officer shot, a 29-year-old, was shot in the foot and is expected to undergo surgery.
Enough is enough. I mean, we can't keep doing this.
A suspect is now in custody in connection to the shooting. And as for how the department is doing,
even after what happened last night, officers from those districts are going to get up today, and they did get up today, put on a badge, and go back and keep working, even though their friends got shot.
And again, the MPA says that Corder underwent emergency surgery. He's listed as stable, but still remains in critical condition. If you are interested in helping out both these officers' families, we have a link for where you can do that on the Fox Local mobile app. But for now, reporting live outside Freighter, Stephanie Quirk, Fox 6 News.
Stephanie, thank you for that update.
A bounty hunter and licensed private investigator both charged with murder following a deadly shooting in Dallas. Rodney Brown and Jorge Monsivas stand accused of shooting and killing 33-year-old Drew Knowles. The crime happened Thursday morning near some apartments in Old East Dallas. Fox 4's Peyton Yeager is live tonight with more from those newly released court documents. Hey, Peyton.
Hi, Casey. And we spent the whole day trying to find new information on these 2 suspects. They are here tonight at the Dallas County Jail. Now, according to online public records with the state of Texas, the armed security officer licenses for both of these bounty hunters actually expired last month. So after the deadly shooting yesterday, the 2 suspects were taken to DPD headquarters to be interviewed. They are now both charged with murder.
A family from Arkansas is grieving, sending us these photos of 33-year-old Drew Knowles, who moved to Dallas in 2019. Dallas police say Knowles was shot and killed Thursday near Deep Ellum when 2 bounty hunters opened fire on his vehicle. Both bounty hunters now face murder. They are identified as 34-year-old Rodney Brown and his partner, 23-year-old Jorge Monsivas. According to an arrest affidavit Fox 4 obtained on Friday, the 2 bounty hunters were executing a warrant for Knowles. Dallas County Sheriff's Office confirmed to Fox 4 Knowles did have 2 active felony warrants, one for theft from Dallas police and another for credit card abuse out of Carrollton. The bounty hunters first went to Knowles' listed address, a high-rise in Uptown off Thomas Avenue, but he wasn't there. Then, while using automated license plate readers, Brown and Monsivas learned Knowles' vehicle was parked near Live Oak Street and Cantegral in Old East Dallas. Police say that's when the pair, who were in two separate vehicles, boxed Knowles' BMW in. The affidavit states police reviewed nearby surveillance video. The video showed as Knowles was trying to drive away, both Brown and Monsivice opened fire and were shooting into a moving vehicle and not being in danger of being run over. Knowles was shot at least 4 times. He crashed out into a nearby power pole. Cell phone video from a witness shows what appears to be the two bounty hunters minutes after the crash. Police say Monsivice didn't have any outer clothing identifying him as a bounty hunter, and Brown had a vest with the writing "Warrant Services" in the top corner. But both of them clearly appear to be in a panic.
Also today, Casey, I tried to get a hold of the private security company the two bounty hunters work for. That company is called Code 3 Investigation and Security. It's based here in North Texas. I called and emailed this afternoon. No response.
Well, Fox 4's Peyton Yeager, excellent work as always, trying to dig up the very latest information for us. Peyton, live in Dallas. Peyton, thank you.
Now to one of the men who rushed to the rescue to stop a lone gunman from committing a mass shooting at a church. It's a story you'll see only here on 7. The incident happened outside the Cross Point Community Church in Wayne on Sunday. This week, we have been bringing you stories of heroes who helped keep countless lives safe on that day. And tonight, I'm sharing the story of Deacon Richard Pryor, revealing to me what was running through his head when he hit the gunman with his truck and how his faith was involved in that moment.
My wife was in this room just on the other side of these windows here.
Outside Cross Point Community Church in Wayne, Deacon Richard Pryor is opening up for the first time about making a split-second decision to run over a gunman with his pickup truck.
As soon as he got out of the vehicle, I saw the fatigues, I saw the gun on his hip, and then he pulled his weapon out of the vehicle.
He says his first memory of an attempted mass shooting on Sunday is of an eerie conversation he had with him before the gunman started firing.
Kind of pulled up, and I asked him, I said, "Hey, boss." I said, "Hey, boss, are you okay? Everything all right?" And he doesn't say anything. He doesn't respond. It's not a smile. It's not a smirk. He just kind of looks at me.
Seconds later, with no prior police or military training, Pryor says he felt a calling to jump into action, flooring the gas, running over the shooter, who would eventually fire numerous rounds on Sunday.
You recall the feeling you had that if you didn't intervene right then and there, people were going to die?
I knew, but I didn't know.
That action temporarily stopping the shooter, who responded by shooting into Richard's truck. Moments later, he was killed by a security guard.
I've realized how much damage he came to do, especially after the fact. And generations of families were in this church.
Although another guard was wounded, Pryor says he is thankful more people were not hurt, or worse yet, killed.
I'm not a hero. My heroes are Jay and John and security staff that eliminated this man.
As a result of this violent scene, Pryor's truck was destroyed, a vehicle he used to deliver bread for his day job. Thankfully, this GoFundMe page has now surpassed $25,000 to help get a replacement.
Well, what does it mean to you to see folks helping out in this interim?
I can't be more than appreciative for everyone reaching out.
As for this incredible act of bravery, the humble hero is just asking others to stay vigilant, as he did while talking to 911.
I never considered my health in that moment.
Do you believe everything in your life led you to this point for a reason?
I definitely do now.
Pryor is adamant that he is not a hero, but many people feel that's exactly the title he has earned.
Oh my goodness. I mean, I know we say if you see something, say something, but you really never know how you're going to react in that moment. So how is he still processing everything that he's gone through? Because he could have been killed.
Exactly. He's acknowledged that now. He said at the time he didn't really have time to think about what might happen, but he's taken it all in now, and it is taking him some time to sort of work through this because it's something that no one expects to happen, but he was prepared.
Prepared, and thank goodness.
Developing tonight, a second armored truck robbery in a matter of days has police wondering if the two are connected. This latest video will show you from the latest one taking place right in the middle of the day yesterday. Jennifer, the FBI now assisting police in this investigation. What can you tell us?
Yes, Philadelphia police say the suspects got away with a bag of cash and they also stole a gun from that armored truck driver. But police also say that driver was wearing a body camera that captured the license plate number of the suspect's getaway car.
I can't believe it's happening again.
Evelyn Cruz heard about last weekend's armed robbery of a Brinks armored truck in Port Richmond, and to her surprise, another armored truck was robbed, this time at the Aldi in Lawncrest where she just finished shopping.
It's shocking. I thought it was hard to get in an armored truck and rob somebody like that.
Philly police say Thursday's armed robbery involved this Loomis armored truck. It happened around 3 in the afternoon on Whitaker Avenue, where many come to shop and eat. Officers say the Loomis driver was in uniform and armed with a gun.
He was about to make a cash delivery when he was in the back of that armored vehicle retrieving the cash. That's when he was approached by two masked men. One had a rifle, one had a handgun.
Police say the masked suspects pointed their guns at the driver and stole his gun and a bag of cash from the rear of the armored car containing $1,000. They were seen getting away in a brown vehicle, possibly a Nissan Maxima, driven by a third suspect.
And only for $1,000, that's all they got. I don't think it was very worth it for them.
Yeah.
Just, and that's probably like a really high crime, so you're gonna get
Man, you telling me they done robbed the armored car for $1,000? Man, nigga could have robbed a drug dealer on his block for more than that. That's crazy when you got a nerd on this bitch saying, man, that wasn't even worth it. It's crazy. $1,000. That's just like robbing. That's just like the piece of shit. You finna go to jail for 9 years, 10 years, more than that. Cause that's an armored truck and you armed robbery. You finna go to jail for at least 30 years. That ain't like you robbed no bank, went in with a note. You done fucking up the gun, took a gun from a federal person. Like, that's crazy.
like a lot of years for that if they get caught.
Police tell Fox 29 Saturday morning's armed robbery of a Brinks truck near this Home Depot in Port Richmond also involved two armed men wearing masks who got away in a black Hyundai with a stolen firearm and cash.
We did have another armored vehicle robbery, and we're going to look to see if it's the similar method of operation, similar description of our perpetrators.
In addition to the body-worn camera video, Philadelphia police say there are a lot of businesses in that area, so potentially a lot of surveillance video that they hope to reveal more clues about this incident. And police also say that, again, they are looking for 3 suspects for yesterday's armed robbery, and they say now presumably those suspects have 3 guns. So very concerning here, guys.
Absolutely. All right, Jennifer, thank you for the update.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. It's like shit. Niggas broke out here.
New details in a deadly shooting at a 7-Eleven. The suspected shooter is in custody tonight. Philadelphia police say he barricaded himself inside a home nearby after shooting and killing a man inside the Antione store. Thanks for being with us tonight. I'm Sheba Russell.
And I'm Jason Martinez. Witnesses tell us it all started after an argument that was around 7 this morning at the 7-Eleven on the corner of Torresdale Avenue and Diston Street, which led to police discovering the possible suspect on Tulip Street. Jennifer, another argument turning deadly here. How did this happen?
Yes, so the alleged story that we were hearing in that neighborhood is this argument was over the victim's girlfriend, and that escalated into the deadly shooting at the 7-Eleven, and then it turned into a police standoff in the neighborhood that required SWAT units to come in.
It's sad when someone snaps like that.
Heavily armed SWAT units and an armored vehicle took over Annette DiMichelle's Antione neighborhood. She can't believe her next-door neighbor is accused of a deadly shooting.
Quiet. No. Didn't bother anybody. I didn't, fine with me. Nice guy.
Philadelphia police say it all started at this 7-Eleven on Torresdale Avenue around 7 this morning. A witness tells us he was standing outside the store during the shooting.
A guy came out of the door, started yelling, went back in the door, they started fighting, and everything went haywire. As he walked out of the store, he was putting the gun in his waistband. But he's walked out like nothing happened.
Police say the victim was found inside with a gunshot wound to his head. A witness says the victim was there every morning playing video games with his girlfriend. Many in the neighborhood knew him and affectionately called him OG.
Hey, OG, what's up? He was old head like me, you know what I mean? We call each other OGs.
Well, everybody knows him for being friendly, for one. For two, he gets his coffee here every morning, and he's real respectful. He never has any issues, so it's like a little bit of shock going on right now because we don't understand why this would happen to him.
Police say a short time later, around 7:45 a.m., officers were called to Tulip Street, where the suspect ditched his work van in the middle of the road and barricaded inside a home on the 7000 block. SWAT units were on Tulip Street for over an hour, and our cameras were rolling when the suspect was brought out of the home and taken into custody.
He does not come off to me like that. No. Very, very to himself. Him and his daughter.
We're in touch with Philadelphia police about this homicide investigation. So far, they have not released the name of the victim or the suspect. Jason?
All right, Jennifer Lee there at headquarters. Thank you, Jen Lee.
Just found this unbelievable sequin dress on eBay from a seller who's probably a Vegas showgirl.
Law enforcement from across the country gathered in Chicago today to discuss the growing problem of handguns being turned into automatic weapons.
WGN's Amy Victor got an exclusive look inside efforts to get so-called switches off the streets.
These devices we're talking about are very small, but they have the capability of producing 30 rounds in 1 second once put inside of a gun. It's why communities are trying to do something about it.
It's my understanding there's not a community in the country that hasn't seen an explosion of MCD activity over the course of the last 5 years.
It's a growing problem nationwide. A small and cheap device is posing a serious threat to public safety.
These MCDs, if you were to poll most of the people in my community, very few of them understand that something so small can create this kind of carnage.
Law enforcement from around the country came to Chicago Friday for a conference centered around combating the use of machine gun conversion devices. This tiny piece of plastic can turn a semi-automatic weapon into a fully automatic one. enabling it to fire dozens of rounds rapidly. Participants got to see a demonstration of 2 weapons being used, one with and without an MCD attached. You can see how many more casings were flying out of the weapon on the right.
I was taken aback by the live demonstration because it is quick and it's fast, and to see how quickly that the device can be put into a firearm is very alarming.
According to the ATF, MCD seizures increased by more than 500% between 2017 and 2021. Experts say one of the reasons the devices are becoming more common is because they're relatively inexpensive. Some people are making the devices at home using 3D printers or purchasing them online for under $150.
We just had a presentation on 3D printing, so understanding like what's the importance of working with 3D printers and kind of their responsibility in making sure that MCDs cannot be printed.
MCDs are also being found on the streets of Chicago. CPD Superintendent Larry Snelling says his department seized over 600 devices last year. That's significantly more than previous years. He says more must be done to save lives.
We want to do whatever we can to try to get this type of weapon off of the street because, again, being able to convert an already dangerous weapon into something that's more dangerous is more dangerous for everybody in our city.
The Cook County State's Attorney's Office is also focusing on these devices. State Attorney Eileen O'Neill Burke says her office now seeks serious consequences for anyone charged with possessing or using an MCD.
We ask not just for detention, but we are asking for jail time each and every time someone is found with one of these guns.
These MCDs have also led to several lawsuits. The city of Chicago, as well as several other states, have sued gun manufacturers because of how easy they are to turn into automatic weapons. Reporting on the West Side, Emmy Victor, WGN News.
Tonight, new developments in the shooting death of Chicago police officer Crystal Rivera. A second suspect appeared in court today facing a series of felony charges. Prosecutors say he was armed and on the run when Rivera was killed earlier this month. The family of fallen officer Crystal Rivera left the Layton Criminal Courthouse following a major development in the case tied to her death. 27-year-old Jalen Arnold has been charged in connection with the June 5th incident. He now faces multiple serious counts, including armed violence, 3 counts of firearm possession by a felon, and drug possession.
It's important to show the family, and more specifically to show criminals, that once the headlines fade away, that we haven't forgotten.
According to police, Arnold was armed when he and another suspect encountered Officer Rivera and several other officers on June 5th. Prosecutors now say Arnold was the man officers were pursuing that day.
Listening in that courtroom today to hear someone who's on parole, who thought it was within his right to continue the drug-making operation, to continue having weapons that are designed for warfare. And then, as the judge said, running back to that place, bringing the police with you, and then banging on the door yelling 12 to let everyone know the police are behind you.
Also charged is 25-year-old Adrian Rucker of Freeport. Authorities say Rucker was inside a Chatham apartment on South Drexel Avenue when officers entered. Body-worn camera and security footage allegedly show Rucker pointing a rifle from behind a couch, prompting another officer to fire the shot that killed Officer Rivera. Chicago Alderman Raymond Lopez, who was in the courtroom, says prosecutors laid out a clear narrative of how the confrontation escalated.
There was intentionality for what happened next. There was intentionality for bringing the guns out next in light of that. He wasn't scared, he wasn't afraid, and he wasn't worried about breaking his parole.
A judge denied bond for Rucker, pointing to his long criminal record and multiple outstanding warrants across several counties. And the family of Officer Rivera is preparing to lay her to rest. Visitation will be held on Tuesday from 2 to
A DeKalb County family says they don't feel safe in their home ever since shooters fired into their house. Police have not said they've caught anyone yet. Bullet holes still cover the walls of the home. Fox 5's Eric Knock is there to show you the video of the terrifying ordeal.
The bullet holes are still throughout this home. And you can see Selena Schuler is actually packing up their belongings and getting ready to move out. And who can blame her? The bullet holes are everywhere. The reminders of that terrifying incident. They even went in through the banister, into the walls, all throughout the kitchen and beyond. 6 men dressed in
Damn, that look like Mona Lisa crib. That look like Mona Lisa shit, bro. That look like the same bullet hole and everything. Man, it's 6 on, man. You see how they is? They might as well go and join the army, man. 1, 2, 3. It's 2 of them on the other side of the tree. They act like they're in the army or something. Look at this shit.
Ever since shooters fired into their house. Police have not said they've caught anyone yet. Bullet holes still cover the walls of the home. Fox 5's Eric Knock is there to show you the video of the terrifying ordeal.
The bullet holes are still throughout this home. And you can see Selena Schuler is actually packing up their belongings and getting ready to move out. And who can blame her? The bullet holes are everywhere. The reminders of that terrifying incident. They even went in through the banister, into the walls, all throughout the kitchen and beyond. 6 men dressed in black and wearing masks fire into the home Selena Schuler rents.
I was scared to death.
Schuler says she was asleep inside the home on Julius Drive in Stone Mountain on May 26th when the young men snuck through the driveway of a neighboring home and fired into the back of the house. Her children were here inside as well.
She had just came inside from off the front porch. My son was like he was asleep. He heard it and woke up. My other son's girlfriend was here, and she was actually in here in the living room. She hit the floor. So we're terrified. I'm calling 911 like it's been a shooting.
Luckily, she and her family members weren't hit. The DeKalb County Police report describes the shooters as appearing to be teenagers. Schuler says she has no idea why 6 teens would unload weapons into her home with her children inside. Bullet holes still riddle the backside of the home. Constant reminders of that terrifying incident.
This one went here, through here.
Police have not said whether they've caught or identified any of the people responsible. So Schuler says she and her family don't feel safe staying here anymore.
I don't want to be here anymore. Like, I can't sleep at night here. Like, I was sleeping in the daytime and this happened. I can't close my eyes in this place. I just can't.
Which is why she's staying in an Airbnb right now and trying to move out. And Schuler tells me she's concerned about the lack of communication from her landlord. She tells me she's reached out multiple times telling them that she doesn't feel safe living here. Now, we've also reached out to her landlord and are waiting to hear back. For now, reporting in DeKalb County, Eric Mock, Fox 5 News.
Milo, what are you doing?
I'm trying to dump you out because I'm so excited for our next move.
Tragically, the family was here this morning when they learned.
We continue to follow.
Tragically, the family was here this morning when they learned their loved one was found.
Well, Cheryl and Mark, police have had very little to say about their ongoing investigation into this fire as they are trying to conclude or determine if it indeed is an act of arson. They have not said, though, if they're looking for any suspects. Meanwhile, a family, as you mentioned, had learned today that they have lost yet another relative to the flames.
I just want to tell Destiny I tried. I tried to go. I tried. I tried. I can't do this. I just want to say Destiny went out strong. She didn't die in vain.
Grief-stricken relatives try to comfort one another as authorities confirm a fourth person has died following a suspicious fire at an apartment building in the city's Austin neighborhood. The family of 28-year-old Destiny Henry sobbed as her body was recovered from the rubble of the three-story building where she and her son, who survived the fire, once lived. The family asked that crews search the building for her. The woman was unaccounted for until today.
Like I said, I wasn't leaving from from their home until they brought her out because I was 100% sure that she was in there.
Relatives say Destiny Henry originally escaped harm when flames engulfed the apartment building where she lived in the 5200 block of West North Avenue on the city's west side, but ran back into the burning building to save her son, who she thought was trapped inside.
If my cousin would have known that her son was already out of the window, she probably would still be here right now.
According to the Cook County Medical Examiner's Office, 3 others died in the Thursday morning fire. Family members identified 2 of them as their relatives, 32-year-old Regina Henry, who everyone called Gina, and her 5-year-old son, Jason.
Gina didn't make it, her son didn't make it, and she was also 3 months pregnant.
Another victim, a man in his 70s, has not officially been identified, but is believed to be a longtime respected community member. Meanwhile, the ATF is assisting Chicago police and Chicago Fire in their investigation into the blaze that they say may be an act of arson. 37th Ward Alderwoman Emma Mitz says she's been told the fire is the result of a domestic dispute between 2 men over a woman.
Now, apparently there was some shooting outside first, and then that's when the call them cartel bomb.
This as a community and a family struggle with the pain of loss.
We just ask y'all to please keep the family in your prayers.
Now, we're also told that at least 6 people were taken to the hospital. Many of those folks still in the hospital continuing to recover from their injuries that they sustained during this fire. We're also told that at least 20 people have been displaced as a result of this blaze. Oh, Cheryl and Mark,
Hey, they did Mona Lisa crib the same way, man. I thought that was Mona Lisa shit. They did her shit the same way, man. Like, I don't know if they just shooting up apartments in Atlanta and Georgia, period. But yeah, they shot up Mona Lisa shit too. That's crazy, man. For a motherfucker, you don't know what's going on. The mama, the daddy, don't nobody know what's going on. You don't know what your son did. Or the reason why a motherfucker into it with them, like, y'all shooting up cribs, bro. Like, and then they kids. Like, you know how we be like, oh man, they kids, bro. They gonna get a chance to grow. Man, fuck that. Y'all just seen them kids, man, with 6 of they little ass. And they unloaded with no remorse. So fuck that kid shit. Hey, I respect the kids that's being kids and who want a future in life. But it's just some kids, bro, that don't get no fuck about nobody, bro. Like they mind already set. They trying to be like Al Capone and Scarface now. So, hey, look, just proceed with caution with them. If you still want to say they kids and shit, but they kids. Hey, look, them was 6 motherfucking grown men that just shot at that crib. I know they was kids, but they grown now. Once you start unloading on people's houses and shit, you grown. Like ain't no more kid. That kid shit out the window. And then when they go in the interrogation room, I want my mama. I want to go home by tomorrow. Like shit crazy, man. Yeah, this lady right here, this people right here, man, that's an arson, man. Ain't no motherfucking. We gotta see if it's an arson. They know damn well that shit arson, man.
Well, 3 adults, 2 men and a woman, all in their 20s and 30s, are now being treated here at University of Chicago Medical Center for serious injuries after police say all of them were shot multiple times in several different places on their bodies. Investigators say this happened at 65th and Troop inside Ogden Park just before 7 o'clock tonight, a time that would typically be very busy on a warm summer evening like this. The crime scene appeared to show bloodied clothes, abandoned hats and shoes, all laying in the center of the street, and investigators appeared to be focusing their investigation on a black sedan with its doors left flung open that was parked on the street near the swimming pool section inside the park. More than a dozen Chicago police officers were pacing that crime scene looking for evidence, and we saw more than a dozen small orange cones marking evidence and bullet casings at that crime scene. And we spoke to some men with a violence interrupters group who showed up just after that shooting, trying to figure out exactly what happened. They say they work in that Englewood community.
We're just trying to piece it together now and figure out what happened so we can try to stop any retaliation from any other so nobody else gets shot in our community.
So there's some real urgency to this.
Of course. That's why we're here. Like this goes on a lot, but we kind of try our best to keep it down as much as possible.
Now tonight, Chicago police say the offender, or perhaps more than one offender, was able to get away from that crime scene. Now, as 3 adults are dealing with very serious gunshot injuries here at the hospital, investigators are trying to track down whoever is responsible.
Dick's Epic 4th of July sale is on. Take 20% off Bog Bags and Igloo Coolers, 25% off Stanley Drinkware, $200 off Callaway irons and TaylorMade drivers. Buy any DSG item and get the second half price. Shop in store or at Dicks.com.
There are quesadillas, and then there's Zaxby's giant chicken finger quesadillas, packed with their famous chicken fingers.
6 weeks after a historic jailbreak from the Orleans Justice Center, a 9th escapee has been caught. Now, Antoine Massey is back in state custody and on his way to Angola. Good evening. I'm Devin Bartolotta.
And I'm Sharice Gibson. Massey joins 8 other inmates who have already been captured the last more than a month ago. And surprisingly, he was found only about 2 miles from the jail.
Amelia Strahan headed to Holly Grove shortly after his arrest and has the latest.
9 down, 1 to go. Over a month after 10 inmates escaped Orleans Justice Center, police arrested Antoine Massey Friday afternoon.
Yeah, it's a pretty quiet neighborhood. You know, it's kind of shocking.
The 33-year-old's final moments of freedom ended at this home in Holly Grove, less than 2 miles from the jail. The woman who owns the house where he was found didn't want to show her face on camera, but says she rents the space out on Airbnb and was shocked when she found out the fugitive was on her property.
Because I'm frustrated, too. I don't know what's happening. They say this is going on, and I get here and I don't even see a cop.
Another resident on the street describes the block as peaceful and says he was surprised to see unmarked cars lining his block.
It didn't really scare me because I was glad that you all got him. I was hoping to get the other one.
Authorities say a Crime Stoppers tip led to the arrest, ending a weeks-long multi-agency manhunt. NOPD Superintendent Ann Kirkpatrick said the tip came directly to Orleans Parish Sheriff Susan Hudson.
When the community believes and trusts their police departments and their law enforcement agencies, they work cooperatively.
According to police, a Crime Stoppers G&O tip led to his arrest, and they say Massey didn't put up a fight.
All of these captures have been able to be done peacefully, and that is also the end of the game. We don't want anyone hurt, not our own officers, and certainly not Mr. Groves.
Derek Groves is the last of the escapees not back behind bars. Law enforcement are offering a $50,000 reward for any information that leads to his arrest. Amelia Strahan, WWL, Louisiana.
Again, Antoine Massey has been caught. He is the 9th inmate found, leaving only Derek Groves still on the run tonight. If you know anything about where he might be, you're asked to call Crime Stoppers. You could get $50,000 for any information leading to his arrest. Information on how to submit a tip is on our website, WWLTV.com.
We also learned police arrested Tremaine Jones in connection with this shooting. Investigators took him into custody at 2:15 this morning, just a few miles from that scene. The whole ordeal began shortly before 10 o'clock last night at 24th and Garfield. That's what you see here. Police responded to a call of a report of a person with a weapon. When they were shot, you see police with guns in hand and a canine rushing to the scene. News Chopper 12 with an exclusive look at the scene as the sun came up this morning. Investigators still out there combing through evidence, trying to figure out what led to this scene. Police finally cleared the scene around 7 o'clock, 9 hours after that shooting. Tonight at 5, we have a team of reporters covering this breaking story tonight. We begin with 12 News investigative reporter James Stratton. He's live at 24th and Garfield with what he's uncovered about the suspect. James?
And Blake, through police records as well as sources, we learned that that suspect, as you mentioned, Tremaine Jones, police records that we've obtained and court records show that he lived in this apartment complex here, just steps away from the alley where police say that shooting happened. That alley right here, just a couple of, or one block rather, from where those shots were fired. We spoke with one neighbor who witnessed it all unfold right here in this alley. What started as a fight and shots being fired turned into what Milwaukee Police Union and neighbors call an ambush of two police officers.
I was coming through the alley and I seen the cops looking in the bushes right here, and then all I seen is shots getting fired, and then the cop hit the ground. And then the dude was like, "Oh, we need backup, we need backup."
This neighbor, who didn't want his name or face used, told 12 News Investigates suspect Tremaine Jones was hiding in these bushes in an alley near 24th Place in Garfield when he popped out and shot police. Police Association called it an ambush. Would you call it that?
Yeah, you can say that, because they didn't know.
And he was hiding in the bush.
That's definitely an ambush. You doing something and don't nobody know about it yet.
It all unfolded around 9:15. Police say they arrested a suspect around 2:15, 5 hours after that shooting. Records 12 News Investigates obtained show police arrested Jones at this house near 37th and Villard, 4 miles north of that shooting scene. No one answered the door Friday morning at that home. Court records show Jones lived right next to the alley where the shooting happened. He has a previous resisting an officer charge and operating a vehicle without owner's consent, but received a deferred prosecution, which was completed in April.
Now, James Jones hasn't been charged, but we are naming him through sources and arrest records. What is the next step for prosecutors here?
Blake, he was arrested at that home about 4 miles north of here, taken to Milwaukee Police District 1. According to the police records that we've obtained, he hasn't yet been transferred to the Milwaukee County Jail. Once that happens, prosecutors can work to charge him if they deem that it is necessary to charge him. They have 72 hours to do so, to either charge or release, per Wisconsin state law, Blake.
And of course, we will stay on top of that. Investigative reporter James Stratton leading us off tonight at 5. Thanks, James.
If I had been given what I planned for Gladys, I would have finished up Queen of the World.
With you now with some breaking celebrity dish news. Prosecutors have dropped some charges against Diddy. Joining us now is TMZ executive producer Harvey Levin with the latest late breaking details. I mean, Harvey, I can't get through your story here fast enough. What's the latest?
Okay, it's a little bit confusing, Marissa, but let me explain. The prosecution sent a letter to the judge saying they want to, the judge had asked prosecutors and defense to streamline the proposed jury instructions. The prosecution is saying, okay, so let's eliminate attempted kidnapping, attempted arson, and aiding and abetting sex trafficking. So now the question, what does that mean? We know the arson relates to Diddy allegedly blowing up Kid Cudi's car in a fit of jealousy, the fact that Kid Cudi had dated Cassie. So it would seem that they're saying we're just not going to pursue that when it comes to giving the jury instructions, because the jury never directly tied Diddy to the actual arson of the car. Now, they do mention the word attempted, so I suppose you can make the argument that they're going to not say he attempted it, he actually did it. But that doesn't make sense because all they said in the testimony was that they believe he did it. And it went on fire, so it was done. So it seems like they're eliminating that. And similarly, when it comes to kidnapping, you may remember that there was testimony by Capricorn Clark, Diddy's assistant, saying that Diddy suspected her of stealing jewelry. They took her, put her in a warehouse, and gave her lie detector tests, and putting her in that warehouse was kidnapping. It seems they're not going to pursue that. And there was a second one involving this alleged victim, Jane. So it seems they're taking certain things off the table, but I got to be honest with you, the letter's a little bit confusing, but it definitely seems the prosecution is pulling back on what they are going to argue to the jury in closing argument.
Absolutely. And when it comes to the aiding and abetting with the sex trafficking, that charge is still there, but they're pulling back on even some of those details.
And my guess is what they're pulling back on are things like Diddy's assistant booking a hotel room. I mean, that's booking a hotel room. Trivago is not sex trafficking. and just booking a hotel room is not really evidence of sex trafficking. So I'm guessing it's things like that they might be pulling back on.
It definitely appears as if the prosecution have found some weak spots in their case, potentially, and that's why they're giving the jury those instructions, before making their closing arguments. Thank you so much, Harvey. I know this was breaking news that you all have provided us with, and we'll certainly stay in the know as we continue to cover the outcome of this case. Just a reminder, you can catch Harvey and the entire TMZ team tonight at 7:30 after Like It or Not, right here on Fox 5.
Stop dreaming, start booking. Your next trip is just a deal away on Priceline. Priceline.
I ordered 200 hand-forged knives to my dorm room and built a Wix website to sell them.
Why do you think the Island Twins?
Oh! I love you.
Go.
Nobody's in a fucking chat. Final predictions.
Damn, I wish I could stand up for this motherfucker here. Let's go, Unc. Let's go, Unc. Let's go, Unc. Let's go, Unc. Let's go, Unc.
Unc about to fall over.
No, he good.
Oh, he getting out the way. He getting out the way. Oh, he loaded up. Oh, Unc loading up the haymakers.
Uh-huh.
Oh, you saw that? He was finna try to throw a sneaky uppercut.
It's old school. Come on.
I like this old school. Stay in there, Unc. Stay in there, Unc.
Oh, Unc throwing him straight. Oh. I'm having fun in there. He not moving his feet with him. He leaning over too much.
You see, Unc, he didn't even move. He just stood there.
Yeah. He's leaning.
Let's go, Unc. Let's go, Unc.
Uh-huh. Good jab, Unc.
Oh, straight down
his neck. Uh-huh.
Straight down the pipe.
Come on.
I'm having fun in there. Oh.
Unc's nice with it. He's just a little old.
He not moving.
He don't need to.
Unc like, hey, bro, just come to me, bro. I'm just gonna rest. Look at him. I'ma chill. Come on. Come with it. Ooh.
That's a stiff one.
Come here. You got, 50 seconds, Unc.
50 seconds.
50 seconds, Unc.
50 seconds.
50 seconds, Unc.
I can't believe this is really happening.
I can't believe this shit either, man. I gotta stand up too now. This is a good motherfucker fight.
Catch it one more time.
Oh.
He's good.
Oh.
Yes!
Let him fly, Unc. Let him fly.
He said, let him fly, Unc. Unc ain't got too many to fly, bro.
20 seconds.
20 seconds, Unc. Let him fly. Win the round. Win the round.
Win the round, Unc.
10 seconds.
Let's go, Unc. Win the round. 10 seconds.
Win the round.
Nope. So who won round one?
Wow, that was a close one. That's a close one.
Who won the round one?
Bro, I don't know. Chad, who won? Chad, who won that one? I don't know who won that one.
I think 1-0 Unc.
Unc rocked him?
I
Unc
think
rocked
so.
him?
Yeah.
Chad, who won? Charleston won?
See, Unc punches were very noticeable. This fight is so funny.
I know.
Hey. Oh, boy.
That was a close one.
Let's fucking go.
Hey, Unc is gassed. Though. He's really gassed.
No way.
Yeah, it's really bad. He's trying to hide it, but I can see it.
He's gassed?
He's gassed bad.
No.
Yeah. He's been smoking blunts and shit.
I know. And he just went drinking last night.
He went drinking last night?
Yes.
Why?
I don't know.
Get in there, Unc.
And he has one eye.
He does have one eye, which is surprisingly, he won round one.
I know.
Yeah, he won. Yeah, I think he won.
Come on.
So does one eye really like a disadvantage?
Yeah, for sure. You can't see. He can't see like some punches, like wide punches. So the Allen boy, he's not that smart, but he should be throwing a lot of.
Yeah, throwing the opposite.
Oh. He knocked him.
He knocked him. You knocked him off.
He knocked him. It's London.
Woo!
Oh, I love this, bro.
Oh, okay.
Don't knee him. He about to knee him. Don't knee him.
Oh, do not get DQ'd. Hold him for about 15 seconds.
Like he was ready to knee him.
Unc, you win it. Let's go.
Hey, Unc, you winning, bro. On time, boy.
He tired.
On time, boy. Let's go, Unc. Come on. Oh.
Take your time, Unc. Nothing. I'm worried that his eye will pop out. Is that possible?
It could. I don't know what type of eye he got in there. It probably could.
He's tired, bro. Is this where age comes in?
Yeah, age come in.
I hate that.
Yeah.
See, I don't see why the island boy ain't taking advantage of that.
What, like his eye or the age?
Both. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, Unc strong.
Yeah, I'm being tired. Yeah. You know, there's gonna.
Oh, he purposely threw it out?
Oh, yeah.
You're okay, Unc? It's okay, 1 minute.
At this point, I take my eyeball out and throw it at him. Fuck it.
You got this, Unc.
This is surprising, bro. Like, Unc holding his own, though.
I know, he is, and he's 48 years old. Uh-oh. I don't like that.
Uh-oh, he off balance. Off balance.
Unc can't see. He can't see out his right. Oh! Yeah, come on.
30 seconds.
Come on.
Let's go, Unc.
Come on.
He's giving up.
He's giving up.
Ain't no timeout.
He's giving up.
It's over.
Ain't no timeout. Ain't no fucking timeout.
Ain't no timeout in boxing.
Ain't no timeout. Ain't no timeout.
Ain't no timeout in boxing.
He he quit.
He quit.
Let's look at that.
Like trying to figure
Oh, with the win. Yo.
Edemacher Best AI Image to Video Generator. Just upload images and enter prompt to create AI videos. AI generate fight videos. Baby fight. Baby animal fight.
This morning, a former gas station clerk who shot and killed a man will learn how long he's going to prison for.
Detroit police say that Moad Mohammed Al-Gaham got into an argument with Anthony McNary over beef jerky. McNary reportedly placed the item in his pocket before the clerk confronted him.
Let's get out to Shantae Passmore with what's to come in this case and what's changed since that deadly encounter. Shantae?
Yeah, guys, well, this morning here in Southwest Detroit, this mobile gas station is back to normal. Business is back to normal. But 2 years ago, it was the hotbed for anger, frustration for the community, with many people asking this question: why did a clerk feel the need to shoot an unarmed man behind closed doors? And not only did everyday people ask that question, but so did the Wayne County prosecutor and a judge. In just a few short hours, Moad Mohammed Al-Gaham will learn his fate after being convicted of second-degree murder by a jury. The deadly gas station shooting happened back in June 2023. And surveillance video shows the moments leading up to the shooting. You can see McNary loitering outside the gas station before approaching the door at least once. At one point, Al-Gaham is seen raising a gun up to the window and shooting McNary in the head, killing him. And the sentencing hearing is scheduled for 9 a.m. Local 4 will have a news crew in the court to bring you the outcome. Meanwhile, the city of Detroit did pass an ordinance banning employees from locking people inside the gas stations after dealing with back-to-back shootings involving clerks. We're live from Southwest Detroit this morning. I'm Shantae Passmore, Local 4.
And Shantae, before we let you go, have we heard from McNary's family?
Well, Rhonda, new this morning, we did receive a statement from the family, and it reads in part: "We are heartbroken and still dealing with the senseless loss of Anthony, and we know that nothing will ever bring him back. We are grateful for the jury's verdict and are hopeful that full justice will be served to Mr. Al-Gaham at sentencing." And while they're still grappling with that loss, guys, meanwhile, the family also did file a $100 million lawsuit against Exxon Mobil. Sending it back to you.
Okay, I see you're a creature.
We continue to follow breaking news this morning. 4 people are dead, including the shooter, and 2 more hurt after that mass shooting at the Greenwood Park Mall Sunday.
We've just been getting new details that have coming in this morning, including the mall closed today. We know that the
Suspect's father's home was raided overnight. We want to get now with the latest out here to Justin Kolar and our team coverage this morning.
And recap where things are on the shooting spree. Justin, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Daniel and Angela. Yeah, so we also know that the Johnson County Coroner's Office is working on one final ID from one of the victims killed here at the Greenwood Park Mall last night. As soon as we have that, we should have a better idea of who those people were, but that may not come until after 10 o'clock. But again, it's a much quieter scene here at the mall. We're actually across the street. The mall is closed today. They are still continuing their investigation inside after yesterday's horrific event, which saw hundreds of innocent shoppers stampeding for the exits after a man opened fire inside the mall's food court with a rifle. Greenwood Police Chief Jim Eisen says officers responded very quickly, but a lawfully armed citizen with a handgun acted first, killing the shooter quickly after those first shots were fired inside. Police tell us that the shooter acted alone. He was an adult man who opened fire around 6 o'clock yesterday here at the Greenwood Park Mall, shooting innocent shoppers with what we're told is a long rifle. Again, it was not police, but a law-abiding 22-year-old man from Bartholomew County who took down the shooter. Police say had he not, more lives would have likely been lost because the shooter had several loaded magazines of ammo ready to go.
It was a very, very fast response, but I'm going to tell you, the real hero of the day is the citizen that was lawfully carrying a firearm in that food court and was able to stop this shooter almost as soon as he began.
Yeah, and Angela, you mentioned this. We've also just got confirmation from mall representatives. The mall will be closed today while police continue their investigation inside. And our own Russ McQuaid, who joins me now on camera, was here at the scene last night. You've been investigating this morning as well, and you were at the scene of the apartment where the young man was living that was raided. What else can you tell us this morning? What have you learned?
We've confirmed the name of the young man involved in this, a 20-year-old from Johnson County. We won't release that name until Greenwood Police Department releases it. However, I've been to the apartment he shared with his father this morning, knocked on that door. There was no answer. However, I did have a chance to talk with neighbors, and neighbors described for me, and we will show you photographs and video of a raid that occurred between midnight and 3 o'clock this morning. Those neighbors say, first of all, SWAT team members, heavily armed and wearing body armor, evacuated many of the people residing in those apartment buildings here on the south side. And then they went in through that building, they entered, and they also sent in a bomb robot device to go in and search the apartment. And the neighbors tell me that that lasted till about 3 o'clock this morning before everybody cleared out. They did not necessarily see from their vantage point whether or not police took anybody out in custody or anybody for further questioning, or whether they also took out any bags of evidence. Now, of course, this is information we're going to sit on for the time being. We've done some searches through court records to determine the identity of this young man and his family. Perhaps we will learn more of that on the record this afternoon at 2 o'clock when the Greenwood Police Department holds its briefing. Among the many issues that will probably be raised during that briefing, there were mall security cameras that were rolling during the time of the shooting, and I've been told they captured all the elements of the shooting. Also, there was a backpack discovered in the restroom just off the back corner of the food court. The chief last night, James Eisen of Greenwood, said that while that backpack did not contain any explosive devices, he didn't say what else it contained or didn't contain, and also how that backpack was perhaps related to this investigation. And then, of course, we're also hoping at some point to learn the identity of the man that the police chief called a Good Samaritan, who was a legally armed young man, 22 years old, out of Bartholomew County, who put an end to this tragedy before it became much worse. They say that the gunman was armed with a long rifle and several magazines, was intent on doing a lot of damage. The chief told me last night he had no indication or could not confirm if the shooter knew any of his victims, which would indicate some sort of a personal grudge or animosity.
Carmelo Anthony, the 18-year-old accused of fatally stabbing 17-year-old Austin Metcalf in April during a track meet in Frisco, was formally indicted by a grand jury today for murder. Fox 4's Amelia Jones live with details and response from the victim's father and attorney. Amelia.
Steve, the indictment is the natural next step in any criminal case, and it paves the way for the case to move closer to a potential trial. A Collin County grand jury indicted 18-year-old Carmelo Anthony with first-degree murder. He's accused of stabbing 17-year-old Austin Metcalf at a Frisco track meet earlier this year. Anthony was 17 at the time of the stabbing, and he's being tried as an adult. The Collin County District Attorney's Office released a rare video statement about the indictment. Anthony's defense attorney also put out a video statement reiterating Anthony's claims that he acted in self-defense. The case has gained national attention and set off a social media firestorm. Much of what's swirling around online is misinformation. This could be one reason why both sides chose to record statements on such a procedural matter. I spoke with Russell Wilson, a former Dallas County prosecutor not involved in this case.
As media scrutiny increases, I think it increases the pressure, if you will, on the case. The core facts don't really change, but there's a greater magnifying glass. And so missteps are amplified, and that applies for both sides.
I reached out to Austin Metcalf's father, Jeff Metcalf, about the news of the indictment. He sent me back the following statement: I am pleased that we are moving forward with the first-degree murder indictment. It now goes into the court system. I fully believe that justice will be served for Austin Metcalf. I look forward to the forthcoming trial, but it will never bring back my son. If convicted, Anthony faces life in prison. Coming up on Fox 4 News at 9, you'll hear directly from the Collin County DA's office and directly from Anthony's defense attorney. Plus, we'll share what comes next. For now, Steve, back to you.
All right, Amelia Jones. Amelia, thank you.